All right, we're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Okay. All right. Let's see here. What was I about to look at? Guys, we are back. And as you said in the chat, like we never left. Let's go. Can I just say one thing real quick?
Shoot.
Send me back. Send me back to St. Lucia. Because it's snowing outside. It's just for birds. It's for birds. Like, mind you, we're trying to do more in person because we know it looks better and everything like that. But my lord, snow.
Good times on the island. Good times.
Yo, Bounty rum. Listen, you ever go to St. Lucia or you get some St. Lucia rum?
Stay away from.
Don't get the Bounty brown. No, get the Bounty white. Ooh, that joint knocked me out.
The bartender looks offended that you enjoyed the shots that you had, and then he goes around the corner, comes back with a big smile face. That's a problem, y'all. That's the problem.
Yo, listen, yeah. I think I lost two nights to Bounty. Because the first one I was like, it messed me up, and then I went back thinking I was like big dog on campus, like I could do this. Nah, Bounty will humble you. All right, that's the type of humility that you need before Jesus. All right, I was like, give me a double shot of Bounty. And I was like, give me a margarita, but no tequila. Put Bounty in that. The bartender said no. I said, I ain't no puss. Put some Bounty in that. I was in dinner just like this, like, yo, what is going on?
And then honestly, I think some of your family members tried to take you out one day when you, for some reason, said you wanted Bounty, and everyone kept bringing you Bounty.
No, that was the third day. I was like, enough Bounty, I'm good. And then we found the other I call them group of friends, and then we were trying to put them on. They're like, oh no. One of I think it was his girl or whatever, took the Bounty from his hand and poured it into the pool. I was like, you're not drinking that.
She knew.
Yo, good times. And if you haven't seen it, I did post up. You know, we trying to hit the TikTok sphere. I did post it on Twitter, and I posted it on our YouTube as a short. So take a look at it. But yeah, no. Where are you? I'm in St. Lucia. Because we for sure was, man. I'm not gonna lie. I miss it. I already miss it. Send me back. All right. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough of that. How's your week been, man? How's your week been?
The first week back is always the toughest. You come back to about 150 emails. Only 50 of them are really important. And of that 50, maybe 30 of them needs your attention right away. And for a split second, and then you remember all the good times you had and said, okay, yeah.
Nah, man. Like, I literally was looking at some emails and I was like, wait, you guys could have, like, I put it out of office for a reason. You guys can definitely email that group. They can help you. But no, we'll wait for you to come back. I'm like, guys, yo, being the SME at your job, like, you know that meme where it's like, oh shoot, I became important at my job. It's a good thing and a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's a blessing and a curse, man.
Yeah.
But
despite the fact that we were on vacation, you should know we stayed up on what was going on around the NFL.
Did we? I was definitely up to date with Bounty. I don't know about the NFL, so tell me, what did I miss?
I mean, I had to check what year it was because I heard Philip Rivers was starting this week. I was like, wait, what happened? Did we go back in time?
I'll give you that. I'll give you that right there.
I was like, the Bounty got me. Bounty got me.
And listen, we are talking about Bounty, not a sponsor, but for real, if you trying to get sat down quick, Bounty will get you there. Bounty will definitely get you there. So, okay, so I'll let you choose where we start off. Do you want us to talk about the standings or your most liked game for the day? Like, what game are you looking forward to today?
Let's talk about the standings, because what I find the most fascinating about the standings isn't who's currently eliminated from the playoffs. We'll get to that. It's not who's at the top of the standings. We'll get to that eventually. It's that middle pack of teams that they're still not fully mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. And when you teams, I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs at 6-7 still aren't mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. The Baltimore Ravens aren't mathematically eliminated yet at 6-7. The Dallas Cowboys at 6-6 are still in here doing something. So these last couple of weeks, it's going to be interesting to see things shake out. We're going to inevitably get one or two teams in the playoffs that leave you scratching your head. How did they do this?
So, let's go into this real quick. So I do want to kind of show something. I'm going to name the eliminated teams, right? And tell me which one of these are you surprised about? Jets.
I will say the Jets. I'm the most surprised at the Jets only because coming into the season, I was looking at the Jets as a team that Justin Fields could kind of go in there and perform well, earn himself maybe a contract out there, and it just after week one,
we were expecting Justin Fields to do what Daniel Jones did.
Yes,
and I am so disappointed, and I vouch for him crazy. I'm disappointed, so I'm not even going to talk about him. Justin Fields, I'm sorry. Now you're like not even healthy scratches, but I think you're a healthy scratch. Cleveland Browns.
Not surprised because they are the Cleveland Browns, and the most interesting part of that is they finally decided to name Shedeur Sanders the starter for the remainder of the season.
You know what? Let's stop right there. All right, because let's talk about Shedeur. I like Shedeur. I believed in Shedeur. You believed in Shedeur. We believed in Shedeur. Us and Seent That believed in Shedeur. A lot of people for the culture believed in Shedeur. We also believed that he was blackballed, done wrong, all of that. All of that. Kevin Stefanski, I don't want to call him racist, but I don't think it's race driven. Okay. Why do you think he was so reluctant to put Shedeur in?
His behavior is that of a child who was made to do something that they didn't want to do and is pouting the entire way through it. I don't get the sense that he wanted to draft Shedeur Sanders. The call probably came from someone above him, whether that be the owner. Well, it's likely the owner. And he did it reluctantly. And what we've seen all season long is, well, fine, you wanted me to draft him. I drafted him. That doesn't mean I have to put him in position to play or succeed or anything. And what we're seeing now is, had you maybe given him a legitimate chance earlier on, the team could potentially be in a different position than where it is right now.
Okay. So, I don't know why he didn't want to. Maybe it was the whole Dylan Gabriel thing. But everyone watching Dylan Gabriel could have told you he wasn't good. Fair to
say. That's fair. I mean, from what we've seen from Shedeur, we can at least say, hey, we see why this guy was considered a first-round talent coming into the draft. I've seen better flashes from Shedeur than I have from Gabriel.
Okay. So, with that being said, he should have been started Shedeur. And Shedeur got the opportunity and did not give it back. Great. Should Stefanski be fired?
Is he a professional enough to put whatever he may have going on aside and focus on the team and put him in the best position? That's questionable because what was the last game that they played where he took, after bringing the team back, he took
the Titans Sanders against the Titans
for a 2-point conversion that essentially cost them the game.
And here's the funny thing about it, right? The justification that some people, the Stefanski apologists are saying, well, Shedeur fumbled the snap at the 2-point conversion before then. Two things. So I guess because he fumbled it, he never took another hike for the rest of the game.
I mean, right?
No,
Like,
he took another one. And then how about this? You were down 14. Why'd you go for 2?
Right. True.
So all of that comes into effect. And the reason I'm asking this is because word out there is that the Giants are looking for Stefanski.
Oh, let him go then. Well, the problem is now you're the Cleveland Browns, and once again you're looking for a coach, and now you got to give consideration to the fact that you have a young quarterback who has to kind of go through a whole new system. So it would be unfair to the players on that team. But
would it be?
If he's not going to, if you're not going to necessary to put us, the team, in the best position to win, then you know what? You probably shouldn't be here. So you know what? Yeah, they should move on from him. They should move on from him.
Then here comes the question that I ask all Steelers fans who say, like, we got to fire.
Who's out there?
You want Mike McCarthy? You want John Gruden?
Oh, hey, listen, John Gruden. I wouldn't mind bringing him back. I know. Listen,
amid all the scandal,
he sued and won against the NFL.
Yeah, because they disclosed it. They disclosed it illegally or whatnot, and caused defamation. So yes, but does it erase what you actually did? Like you sued them that they exposed you, not that they lied about you. Two different things. Don't let the world know I'm racist.
If he could come in there and get one of these marginal teams out of whatever state they're in right now.
Mm-hmm. No, but for real, like what coach is out there right now? What free agent coach, which sounds really weird to say, is out there for the new cycle?
That's what I found myself thinking about a couple of weeks ago because Tomlin was on the hot seat. Do they need a new voice?
We were shouting fire Tomlin, and I'm not gonna lie to you. The whole time I've always been saying that we can't fire Tomlin unless he's lost the locker room, and he hasn't lost the locker room. But I feel I'm not.
Echo. Who's out there?
Okay. Now we're about to talk about the Steelers. I don't want to fire Tomlin. Do not take this as I want to fire Tomlin. I do not. But I don't know. I don't know if he's a quarterback developer, man. I just don't know if he's a quarterback developer. And we're a quarterback away. And right now, where the team is, what the team needs is not a defensive head coach. We need an offensive guru head coach.
Wait a minute. He inherited Roethlisberger.
Yes.
From Gruden.
From Cowher.
I'm sorry, Kyle. Yeah. Oh, so. Oh, look at that! What a interesting take. Hey, if they had the quarterback, he can keep the team afloat, and the quarterback can shine. But without the quarterback, he's left.
Here's the thing, though. That's pretty much the rule for every NFL defensive head coach. Any defensive head coach needs a quarterback. Bill Belichick, listen, I just need a quarterback. Okay? Look at Dan Quinn. He got Jaden Daniels. Look at Raheem Morris. He was a great coach last year. Like, people were talking about, like, oh, he's doing good. Look what happened when you don't have a quarterback and you're a defensive head coach. If you're an offensive coach and your quarterback is not doing good, that's on you. But when you're a defensive head coach, that's not my forte. It's like taking a fresh off the boat Haitian, put him in a ramen spot, and tell him, make me a ramen bowl. He's gonna make you spaghetti. He ain't gonna make you no ramen noodles. Like, he was like, it's a soup. Oh,
no.
okay. Next, you know, there's some bread chunks in there.
It's spaghetti.
Yo, listen, it's not it. So
okay. That being said, you have a defensive-minded head coach who can keep the team at 500, but needs a quarterback. Rectify the situation. Clearly, he's not the type of coach that is necessarily a developer, a groomer, if you will. Where do you go from here then? Do you take somebody from the 49ers coach tree? Or where do you go?
I don't know, because that's, you know what? Let me Google this real quick, because this was not part of the conversation we had for today. So I wasn't ready for this. Available NFL head coaches. Candidates. Ranking the top 10 NFL head coaching candidates, which coordinators? Okay, so these are coordinators. Defensive coordinator. Okay, so you want to know about offensive or defensive?
Let's look at offensive. It's a
Cliff Kingsbury on the Commanders. What he did with Jaden Daniels.
Is he just a coordinator right now?
He's
just an offensive coordinator?
He's just an OC.
Okay, after is he ready for is the question. He couldn't get it to work with Kyler. Is he ready for another shot?
Well, no, he made it work with Jaden, though.
I'm going to put an asterisk to what's going on in Washington this year because of injuries.
But last year, they're going to be under the but last year, he made it work with Jaden. Although he did have one real good year with Kyler. But I feel like right now, he feels justified. Looking at what happened, what's going on with Kyler right now, which could be the next topic we talk about. Kyler's gone.
And I know just where he needs to go, where he should land.
Where?
The Jets. You put because
we got so much to talk about. We got so much to talk about. Okay, we got some text. Teams are gonna wait till they hear about Tomlin. They won't be making hasty decisions. Yes, agreed. What's up, Max? Welcome back, my guy. Hold on a second. I'm trying to close this. All right. So, okay, we got so much to talk about today. We got like 3 weeks of conversations to go. Okay, we got Matt Nagy on the Chiefs. Don't want him. Me personally, I do not want him.
Anyone coming from the Chiefs tree right now is going to be tainted goods only because the past couple of years hasn't looked the greatest for the Chiefs.
It hasn't looked the greatest. Typically, and we've seen Matt Nagy when he was the last when he was a head coach. Chicago.
Oh, you know what? Good call.
I don't want that. Joe Brady, Bills. I don't want that. I know Joe Brady, everyone's saying he's a good offensive coordinator. I know everyone's saying that, but how much of that is Josh Allen versus how much of that is you? Seeing as how we can't get since he's been in there, the pass game has been non-existent. Stephon Diggs was iced out. Then, again, Keon Coleman needs to be better. I'm not going to say Keon Coleman's been playing great, but you can't get any offensive wide receiver really fired up in your offense. And I don't know how I feel about that. Okay.
Interesting.
Clint Kubiak on the Seahawks. JSN, Sam Darnold's all right. Doing what you're doing with Sam Darnold is a good thing. I don't know if I feel like I fully trust you or whatnot.
So what you're saying is there are no sexy names out there that you would feel comfortable just bringing in and giving the keys to and saying, okay, hey, take us over the top.
Yeah. Like, did any of these names feel like they could develop a quarterback for you?
No.
The only one is Clint Kubiak. Because And I will say this: Sam Darnold has had some bad games, but JSN has kept him afloat.
Yes, that's true.
Other than that,
Jeez,
Arthur Smith, no. I don't really like how my offense is looking right now as it is. So
my wild card for the head coaching is Bill Belichick ends up in with the Giants, and they bring a throwback coach back. They've got a defense that, if put in the right position, could be successful, and he would have to surround himself with the right offensive-minded personnel for that to work. And he would have to come in not wanting to control everything. Hey, you just run football. Oh, we'll get a GM to do GM stuff. We just want you to coach.
As needed. I really think
so. Then,
honestly, the best head coach right now is Stefanski.
I don't know how much I trust him because he hasn't shown that he can put whatever is going on internally with him to the side to help put the team overall in position to win. He needs to have a come to Jesus moment with Shedeur Sanders.
It feels personal. It really does.
Yes.
And by the way, Shedeur, good job, bro. Good job. Like, honestly, good shit. Doing what you're doing. You don't let the haters bring you down. All right, quick score recap. We got 7-0 Kansas City up on the Chargers. We got 7-0 Patriots over Buffalo. Washington got a field goal, 3-0 lead. Philadelphia already got a touchdown over the Raiders. And we're going to talk about Philly today. Don't worry about that. We definitely going to talk about Philly. Jacksonville, 7-0 over the Jets. Houston, 10-0 over Arizona.
Oh, okay. Hey, listen here, buddy. When you're giving out these updates, make sure you start with the best team in the AFC. Okay, we start with the Patriots being up on the Bills, and then you can figure out all the rest of the bums in the division. Okay, just letting you know, in the conference. Just letting you know.
So let's talk about the Patriots, since you clearly want to talk about the Patriots right now. Patriots and Bills 7-0. Aren't they number 2 in the AFC?
Behind Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos, which I'm going to be scouting out steakhouses. Get your wallet ready.
Yo, listen, scout them out, because nope.
Injury happened. Listen, Patriots have far away exceeded everyone's expectations this year. The majority of the New England area was just hoping that they looked like the train was back on the tracks. And what they've done is rattle off a great season. They've got 10 wins in a row. Which, truth be told, that's my concern, is they've won 10 consecutive games. Which is a good thing. They're gelling. They've shown some resiliency. They started off a lot of games slow and have been able to pick it up in the second half to put a lot of these games away. Let's bring this momentum into the playoffs. Vrabel's done a great job of keeping the team focused. Let's see what they get done today.
Do you feel you're a championship contender team?
I would like to see them tested a little bit more before I can say that. The schedule's the schedule. You can only play who's ahead of you. However, let's not kid anybody. They played a lot of crappy teams this year. If anything, truth be told, the argument could be made that they should be 16-0 right now. When you look back at the 2 games they lost against the Raiders as well as the Steelers. So, but look, I like the direction that we're going. If they get 2 wins in the playoffs, oh my God. If they go even further than that, that'd be great. But let's take another step forward.
In the preseason, we were saying the successful season was making the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
As they started winning, now we kind of moved the goalpost to you got to win a playoff game. And that was a few weeks ago. Winning a playoff game is a successful season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are we still at just winning a playoff game is all they need?
Based on what they've shown us, you want to say that they should be able to win at least 2 games in the playoffs.
Okay. So they should make the AFC Championship.
As of right now, yeah. Listen, it's wide open this year. I think that is one of the craziest things. As you look at the standings, the teams that we all probably started the season off automatically writing in, the Ravens, the Chiefs, they're not even really in the conversation per se right now. And so, with the season being as wide open as it is, could we have a miraculous Super Bowl run? I don't see why not. Who would we be afraid of in the playoffs?
I don't know.
I'm looking at this. There's no dominant team that I would be afraid to stack the Patriots up against in the playoffs here.
That's very true, actually.
Now, where it gets scary is if you get one of these teams that's kind of been there. If you get the Kansas City Chiefs, the Baltimore Ravens, these teams that have kind of been there before, know what to expect in the playoffs.
You think the Baltimore Ravens making the playoffs?
They're not fully eliminated from the playoffs yet.
They're not fully eliminated, but okay. Change the topic. What has the Ravens shown you to make you believe they could still make the playoffs?
Oh, they haven't shown me much. I'm just going by the fact that there's a bunch of teams right now that aren't yet fully statistically eliminated yet. And if certain ones of these teams make it, they've got the experience.
If they lose to the Bengals today,
that eliminates them, and that keeps the Bengals' playoff hopes alive.
It doesn't officially eliminate them, but
actually, yeah, you're right, because the Baltimore Ravens are 2-2 in the division. The Cincinnati Bengals, as crappy of a season they've had, they're 3-1 in the division.
Oh shoot, they are?
Yes, that's what it's nuts what's going on in the NFL this season. I don't understand it, but I think it's a very good thing. You have these teams that somehow won the right games, and yeah, they lost a lot of games they shouldn't have, but they're still technically in the conversation.
That's crazy work. Okay, all right. So we're jumping all over the place. Bills is the only team he's worried. Bills is the only team Maximum is worried about. Honestly, with any given Sunday approach, because that's what this NFL season seems to be, you can't pencil anyone in for automatic wins. There's none of that this year. There's none of that this year, which is what you're kind of saying. Like any given Sunday. So therefore, these playoffs are going to be so interesting. Oh, they're going to be fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're going to be real fun.
Oh, and especially when you remember the fact that only the number one seed gets that first week bye now, and everybody else has to play. We got that extra wild card game, so anything could realistically happen. Ooh.
But if y'all see me doing stuff like massage my mouth or whatever, 2 days back-to-back dentist visits, it's not fun. It hurts. Okay. So, anything else you want to say about the Patriots?
Keep it rolling. Let's get the job done today against the Bills and move on to next week.
All right. Let's talk. Let's go on NFC because I feel like we've been doing AFC for a lot.
Oh.
Let's talk about the hot team in the NFC. Let's talk about the Eagles.
They've lost 3 in a row. Excuse me, 3 in a row.
Yep. 3 in a row. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let me just say this. You know, I've always been not a Jalen Hurts believer. I've been a Jalen Hurts critic. All you in Philadelphia saying bench Jalen Hurts, relax. Like that's an extreme unnecessary. That's really extreme. He's your starting quarterback. He's gonna stay your starting quarterback. There's nothing to change about that. But super teams, we're seeing everything I've said where I was like, they don't win because of Jalen. Jalen is a good leader. Well, you know what? Ooh, I kind of want to take that away from him too.
Hold on. Is he a franchise quarterback or just a starter?
He's a franchise quarterback.
Really?
I think he's a franchise quarterback because
So
you don't think so?
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just thinking if you remove AJ Brown and Saquon Barkley from that team, is he the type of quarterback that can still make everyone else around him better and keep the ship afloat and keep them
Hold
competitive?
on. Making everyone around you better is not a franchise quarterback. Is that what a franchise quarterback is? I thought a franchise quarterback is you know you're top half of the league. I don't need to. We're going to give you the contract, everything like that. Franchise quarterbacks are just quarterbacks who are. You're not going to lose me the game. Albeit he did lose him the game last week, but I could trust when you game in, game out. I don't think he's as skilled as a thrower or whatnot as a quarterback as everyone seemed to hype him up to be. Because, truth be told, a quarterback with his resume of what he's accomplished should be a top 5 quarterback in the league. He is not. And I'm questioning maybe 10. He's definitely top 12.
His numbers.
Not numbers. I'm talking about resume. And the thing is, we always thought he was a great leader because of with his lack of numbers, but he was able to rally the team always together and keep them afloat, keep them together. I don't know if he's a great leader anymore, man. Because if he was, this whole AJ Brown, sorry, wrong sport and everything. AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, this whole offensive collapse. A lot of it is just chemistry. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I need my quarterback to show some sort of emotion and not try to read some damn proverb to me in the post game conference when you done turn the ball over 5 times, 2 in one play.
Yeah, isn't that nuts? 2 turnovers on one play.
Like, yo, what?
Listen, these championship windows don't stay open forever, and
look at the Chiefs, look at the Eagles.
Get reconstructed, and it may not include the AJ Browns and Saquon Barkley's. The defense may not be as strong as it is right now, so he's got to figure it out and get things back on track sooner rather than later.
I just saw the Patriots. He almost fumbled that punt. I don't know if you saw if you watched that game.
At the pause.
Okay, so wait, no, now I got to ask. And honestly, Max, you're in the chat. Anyone else in the chat? Anyone else watching? What makes you a franchise quarterback? Is it making the players around you better, or just leading the team?
Part of it. I think making the players around you better is part of it. I think it's a bit more than not losing the game, because Alex Smith never really lost games, and he wasn't deemed a franchise quarterback. He was a starter who wasn't going to lose you the game.
So wait, then based on that definition, who's a franchise quarterback right now in the league? Based on that definition,
that's a good conversation.
Is Josh Allen a franchise quarterback? Because who is he making better other than himself?
That's part of the equation. I'm not going to say that's the entire equation. Josh Allen, they've tried giving him weapons and taking weapons away, and he still keeps the team afloat. So for me, that would make him a franchise quarterback. Hey, we went out and got you a weapon. Guess what? It really didn't work, but you still look good during that. You know what? Maybe we don't need to get you this type of weapon. Let's play around and dabble around until we figure out the right weapon. And they're still competitive. It's not all on making everyone around you better. That's a part of it. It's the other part is, yes, we're not going to lose because of dumb things that you do. You're not going to come out here and keep repeating these same. You're not going to come out here and Mac Jones it.
So then, by that definition, that's Jalen Hurts.
He's not going to lose the game for you. but I don't know that he utilizes his weapons to the best of their abilities. How about that? Like, you shouldn't have games where AJ Brown isn't getting the ball.
Fair enough. All right, so we got a response in the chat. Poise. Makes plays when it counts. Don't get rattled. Don't always go for the short gain. Be willing to take some risk. And I'm going to add to that one in saying kind of what you said. And don't kill us when you take those risks. Mm-hmm. So, okay, hold on. Let's rank quarterbacks. And not like quarterbacks, but let's rank titles and quarterbacks. Trash quarterbacks is bottom tier. You're horrible. Nathan Peterman level. Okay? That's down there. A bridge quarterback. Then a game manager quarterback. Then a starter quarterback. And then franchise.
Game manager, starter.
But let me put it in the chat as well. Just people tell me what they think. Trash. Bridge. Then what I say? Game manager? Yeah, game manager. And then starter.
Starter.
And then franchise.
That's fair.
If that's the ranking system, I'm gonna ask you a few quarterback names. Tell me where they fall in there. All right, I'm gonna start hot. Okay, you know I'm not gonna start hot. Dak Prescott.
That's exactly who I was just looking at. Dak falls either in the starter or franchise category. Year in, year out, he puts up the numbers. It's really the rest of the team around him sometimes.
So you got him in
I think Dak's Dak's a franchise quarterback. He's done enough with weapons to justify, hey, I'm your guy. Okay. Injuries apart, he's a stable guy. Franchise.
Okay. Kyler Murray.
It is.
To me, right now,
Kyler right.
He's not a game manager.
Really?
If he was a game manager, you'd win more games. Game managers don't get losses. That's what a game manager does. A game manager minimizes your losses. All Kyler did was maximize your losses. Whoa, Drake May is a game manager?
Oh, stop it.
Maximum. I don't know if I could go with that. I think he's a starter. Stafford and Dak are currently franchise. Field is trash. Murray is bridge. Okay, so we agree on Murray as a bridge. But I don't know if I could go with the Drake as a game manager. Ooh. That's
Yo, you should see what Drake is doing. Drake's got 2 running touchdown scores. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? We need to cut. Hey, Max.
Currently. He's saying currently.
I think he does a little bit more.
I'll put him at starter. He's almost a franchise.
I'm with that for now.
Drake May and Jaden Daniels, to me, are in the same tier.
Pardon me?
Drake May and Jaden Daniels are in the same tier. This year is just all injury. So Drake May is literally having, not statistically wise, but is having the same impact wise that Jaden Daniels had last year on the Commanders. He's having that same impact right now this year on the Patriots.
Statistically, Drake May's nothing to sneeze at this year. He's completing
nothing to sneeze at, but like statistically, Jaden McDaniels was dicing up. He was balling.
Okay, that all right, okay. I'm with you there. Patriots up 14-0 on the Bills, by the way, just in case anybody out there was wondering.
Yeah, game
Just
manager.
saying.
Game manager. Ow, my teeth hurt. Um, go to the dentist, guys.
Well,
Every 6 months. What was I gonna say here now?
next quarterback.
Stafford franchise, even at this age.
Stafford has to probably, in my opinion, be the most surprising quarterback this year because all I heard offseason was about how bad his back is. Hey, hopefully he can hold up for the season. And I don't know how much of that was just gamesmanship by the coaching staff or whatnot, but for the Los Angeles Rams to be 10-3 and Stafford looking like he can play another 3 to 5 years is amazing to
Does
me.
he look like he played another 3 to 5?
1 to 3.
Okay.
Keep right team around. Listen, if Philip Rivers is starting this weekend, every 35-plus-year-old quarterback getting up off the couch like, you know what? I think
I could do it. I
go.
could do it. My favorite tweet this past week was after Philip Rivers got signed. People were tweeting like, "I know Tom Brady has a helmet in his closet, talking to him like the Green Goblin mask. Like, you can do it. You can do it."
And honestly, Tom, it's not too late.
Yo, listen, no, honestly, Tom really could. If you were to tell me, Jerry, sign one quarterback right now, I'd be like, oh, Tom Brady. Tom Brady. But okay, so hold on. Jaden Daniels' second year is not crap. CJ had a crap second year, numbers wise and everything, but Jaden has been injured. So I don't know if I could call it CJ Stroud.
He's played in 7 games this year. We're gonna give him an asterisk. And
where he re-injured his dislocated elbow. Like, literally. And for some reason, he's back. Like, bro, shut him down. Just shut him down. There's no reason he should still be going right now.
You got to protect the player.
Hold on one second. I have a little camera lag, so I'm going to be off camera but still talking. But, yeah.
So, oh, you know what? What's his face? From the Carolina Panthers, who are surprisingly still in the playoff conversation with a 7-6 record.
They lead. No. Say it right. They lead the division. NFC South division leaders.
You say that like it's some type of real amazing feat. The only other team in the NFL that anybody expected anything from was the Tampa Bay Bucks, and because of Baker Mayfield play, well, the team hasn't been performing the same way they did at the beginning of the year. They've kind of drifted off.
What do you mean drifted off?
First half of the season, the MVP conversation was Drake May, Baker Mayfield, and Daniel Jones. Well, Daniel Jones got injured. Baker Mayfield and the Bucks have they're 500 right now. They start off significantly stronger. They're 7-7. Not what people had in mind. I think we have both made.
How do you feel about the losses of their past? I think they lost 3 games in a row, 2. How do you feel about their last 2 losses?
2 losses. Saints and Falcons. That's a problem. That right there is a problem. Lose games, but to the Saints and Falcons?
I can't disagree with you there. I really cannot disagree with you there.
Now, that they would have, at the beginning of the year, potentially won. It's a 4-point game that they 24-20 lost to the Saints and then 29-28 to the Falcons. Remember at the beginning of the year, they were winning all these close games.
They were winning one-possession games like crazy, and then now they got their head coach cussing up a storm, calling them pretty much everything short of sons of bitches, like literally. Did you see Raheem's not Raheem? Todd,
yeah.
Yo, listen.
Baker Mayfield, starter. Not a franchise quarterback. He's a starter. He's going to keep you in some games.
That's a good one right there for conversation.
Starter. He has enough game tape on film to where we know that that's what he is. He's gonna win you a couple games flat out just because of his toughness and resiliency. But he's really a starter. I wouldn't say that he's a franchise.
No, actually, I feel like we need to. Thank you, because I was thinking about this Friday, and I feel like no one's talking about this. So hopefully, I'm the first one to bring this up, and I have no problem with that. Baker Mayfield is tough. He plays injured, plays hurt, but he's always hurt. We kind of have to start talking like right now they're talking about he has a separated shoulder. That's why some of his passes aren't as accurate and everything like that. Just because you could play hurt doesn't mean you're not an injury risk. You know what I mean? And therefore, if you're an injury risk, that is a ding on you as a quarterback. Am I being unfair?
Yeah. No, it's true. If the best ability is availability, and if you can't be available to us, then what matters? What does it matter what you can do when you are available? We need you available in here consistently.
Agreed. Okay, there we go. Much better on the camera lag. Just got to clean up my camera a little bit. Sorry, guys. Just got to fix this up a little bit. But what the hell am I doing? Okay.
Probably going to slowly becoming a bridge type quarterback. I can't think of with his contract, Baker Mayfield.
No, he's not a bridge. He's not a bridge. I feel like he's definitely a starter. I don't know if he's a franchise yet, but he's definitely a starter. That's for me. For Baker Mayfield, I put him as a starter. He has good leadership, but I just need him to stop. I need to see him play a full season healthy. No separated shoulder, no freaking cracked ribs, no, none of that. Because in the beginning of the season, if you tell me the first 4 games is Baker healthy, I loved what I saw. You know what I mean? I got to give him the respect on that one. But these last few weeks, and it's, the reports coming out, he has a separated shoulder and all that stuff, then don't play. He's on the cusp, though. Yeah, he's on the cusp. I need to see him healthy so I could know whether he is. Here's a fun one. Bryce Young.
What do you do with Bryce Young?
Smiling hurts.
I'm not fully sold on him yet.
Bridge? Game manager? I would give him game manager right now. Because okay. So I guess my question then changes into, can you be a bridge quarterback? Can a playoff team have a bridge quarterback?
Absolutely.
Really?
Carson Wentz and Jared Goff. Jared Goff took the job from Wentz and led the team to a Super Bowl, and Carson Wentz hasn't been.
Nick Foles took the job from Wentz.
Oh, Nick Foles. Sorry. Look at me confusing Nick Foles and Jared Goff. Nick Foles stayed the starter, and Carson Wentz hasn't been the same since. Until Nick Foles was out of the league, even. And Carson Wentz is still in the league this year, if I'm not mistaken. And he might be.
I think he's a backup for the Chiefs.
I feel like he even played this year as well.
I don't know. And I was watching the Eagles game, and it just kicked me off.
Stop pirating.
Hey, listen. Shh. Don't expose me. All right, so I guess I'll go back to the Patriots game. To be determined? No, there is no to be determined. There's no tier for to be determined. You are who you are. To be determined is an excuse to be like, it does give him more time. No, you don't have more time. Right now, the Panthers don't have more time. They got to decide if they're gonna give him a 5th year take the 5th year option on him.
And that right there is the problem. He hasn't shown me enough to make me say, okay, hey, let's pay him $60 million a year over the next 4 years because he's the man. He's one of the players that you potentially let walk at the end of his contract and go draft another one. Or find yourself a bridge quarterback to keep it all together until you can find your next quarterback.
Man, quarterbacks. Listen, right now we are really in. I don't want to call it drought. We're in a gap year of quarterbacks for real.
I think that's what's. Listen, most of these quarterbacks come in. Let's not forget we're talking about 19, 20, and 21-year-old young men here. And not all of them are built to walk in and be handed the keys to this franchise. But inevitably, when you're drafted really high, that's why they draft you. They want to give you the keys and say, hey, take us to the promised land, son. Problem is, 19, 20, 21, sometimes these players, they need more development. They need time to reach their full potential. And then if you end up on a crappy team that fails you, because this week I watched a really interesting piece on the Indianapolis Colts and what happened with Andrew Luck and how potentially the same thing might be happening to Joe Burrow.
Hey, which we'll talk about later today.
All the talent in the world, but guess what? The franchise failed them because they never protected him. They kept investing in defense. And so franchises can fail these players. You need to give these young men time to learn the NFL, learn the ins and outs of it. It's not always as easy as I drafted you number 3. Here are the keys. Take us to the pro. So
completely agreed. So just Max says the Baker contract would be the best contract for Bryce Young. The thing is, Bryce Young would have to want that contract. So let's take a look at what his contract is real quick, because it was like a bridge quarterback contract, honestly. Baker Mayfield contract. He signed a 3-year, $100 million contract last year.
How much of it guaranteed?
80.
Oh. So he's averaging 30 something, 33, 34, 33 and a half.
Now, next year is the last year of his contract.
Ooh.
What do you do if you're the Bucks?
Are we going to be bad enough to get someone good?
No.
Or is this a where they're going to say be drafting in the late teens, mid to late teens somewhere?
Okay, hold on. First off. There is no franchise quarterback in this upcoming draft at all. I don't care who Mendoza is. I don't care that he won the Heisman. He is not the number one. He is not a franchise quarterback. Okay? I would rather have Cam Ward than Mendoza right now.
What you do with Baker Mayfield is if there's a quarterback in the draft that you like that is likely going to be available, then you give Baker another 3-year deal.
Right now, Max said you give him something. He's not worth more than $40 a year.
Baker?
Yeah. I don't know if I can agree with that, Max. Because right now, Baker has every right to say I should be paid more than Trevor Lawrence. He has every right to say I should be paid more than Tua. He has every
Trevor Lawrence playoff contention.
Not because of Trevor Lawrence. He isn't winning the games. The defense is. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Hold on. Now you got me have to take a look. All right. Quarterback stats for 2025. I'm about to take a look right now. Trevor Lawrence is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14th in passing yards right now. Caleb Williams has more than him.
Trevor Lawrence, not a franchise quarterback. He's just a starter.
Agreed.
If that.
Yeah, I was about to say it because I don't even know if he's even that. Right now, the way he's playing this year, he's a game manager. He is completing 59% of his passes. 60%. 18 60%. Touchdowns, 11 interceptions. No, I can't even call him a game manager. Right now, he's playing like a bridge.
I feel like a game manager, he's going to have 18 touchdowns, but it's going to be closer to 5 interceptions.
Oh,
or 5 or less.
Wait, 5 or less over the year?
Through 15 weeks of the year, if you're a game manager. So, for example.
Okay, hold on. No, I can't. Okay, so let me just let you know this real quick. Only one quarterback has less than 5 interceptions this year. So far. Matthew Stafford. Everyone else is more than 5. 5 or more. Let me phrase it that way.
Stafford has 4.
Yeah. He's the only one. The next ones after him are Jared Goff and Jacoby Brissett with 5. Lamar Jackson has 5. Oh, Jordan Love has 4. I didn't see that.
All right, so you know what?
And he was saying that Bryce isn't worth more than 40 a year. Man, if he brings them to the playoffs, if the Panthers make the playoffs, right? Which they're right now, I would favorite them to make the playoffs over the Bucks because it's really they're in control of their destiny. They win 2 of the 2 of the final games, they're in.
Cool, but are they a legitimate threat to do anything at all in the playoffs? Because that becomes the next step or the next phase of the equation. Get to the dance. Okay, great.
Okay,
when we get there. If we're not
they make it, they're facing the Seahawks.
First round. My money's on the Seahawks.
Huh?
My money's on the Seahawks if they play the Seahawks in the first round. There's no world where I'm betting on the Panthers in the first round of the playoffs if they make it. I don't believe in them yet. Ooh.
You believe in the Seahawks like that though?
I believe that we know more about Sam Darnold than we do about Bryce Young.
Okay, let's say they F around and find out. And this is for you, Max, because you put this in the chat. Let's say they F around and find out, and they win a game in the playoffs. Bryce Young is not coming for less than 40.
Oh, if they win a game in the playoffs, no. There is no hometown discount. He would be willing to take the hometown discount if, maybe we made it. It's a tough. But if he makes it, guys, look, I've turned it
back that truck up. Back that truck up. Listen, it's not a. And okay, so he said, can't erase the previous 3 years. It was abysmal. There got to be some continuity. But okay, go ahead.
We have to be careful that we have to be careful how we look at these players because what has the organization done to help him succeed?
There we go.
Have they really invested in the right players? For example, in my theory of building a team, when I have a young quarterback, I need my defense to be top notch. I need a functional,
the entire Panthers is young as hell. Panthers are one of the youngest teams in the NFL.
And therein lies the problem. You need to bring in some veteran guys who could still, for example, that's a nice catch. For example, Travis Kelce, put him on the Panthers. He's going to give you 1 or 2 plays a game. He can still be that somewhat reliable outlet for a young quarterback. And I don't know that the Carolina Panthers have done enough to put Bryce Young in position to succeed.
I will say this. Mac Collins is balling. I will say this for Bryce Young. First year shouldn't count. And with this coaching staff, last year when he was benched, um, damn, Travion, ball out, boy.
Yep. Yep. Too.
Ball out, boy. Yo, honestly, you see, you know what sucks? I spent so long being against the Patriots that part of my identity has been a Patriots hater. But I don't hate the Patriots this year. I'm not necessarily rooting for them per se, but I don't hate them as before.
What's the meme that I've seen all throughout Twitter with Thanos like, hey,
where have it brought you back to? Like you spent all those years trying to, and where did it bring you back to? Back to me.
Listen, NFL, if you guys let the New England Patriots kick off another run before some of y'all teams out here got to do it, shame on you.
Oh my God, that would be so sad. Okay, so the Panthers, after they benched Bryce Young last year for, it wasn't Sam Darnold, it was some quarterback, some old one. I don't remember who it was. And then he came back, he became a whole lot better. Then this year, he kind of like started off kind of slow.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton. And this year, he started off kind of slow, but right now, like, he's had some pretty good highs and some really low lows this year. And he needs to just figure some stuff out.
So is he a quarterback that needs some pressure behind him to
I don't think he needs pressure.
And almost not content?
I don't think he needs pressure. I don't know what he needs. I don't.
Hey, we're going to do off-season looks at these teams, and when we get to the Panthers, because part of doing that is looking at the past couple of years, win-loss records, who they've let go, who they've brought in and whatnot. That's going to be a real interesting team when we get to it, because the first thing I'm questioning now is, has the team done enough around him?
I feel like it's a fair question, man. I really do. All right, so real quick, we're going to do some scoring updates. Oh, Chicago. Chicago's up 14-0 on the Browns. Because I got to take a look. Shedeur Sanders, 2 for 3.
You know, he's playing the Baltimore Ravens this week, and
Hold on. How many offensive drives have the Browns have? Listen to Shedeur Sanders' stats. This is the second quarter. 2 for 3, 12 yards, 1 sack. So he had 4 dropbacks?
No, 3 dropbacks.
Well, 3 attempts. And then the sack is not an attempt, so that's 4. And he ran for 1, so that's 5. Keyshawn Justin got 3 rushing attempts. Harold Fanning got 1.
So what the hell's been happening in that game? The Ravens just scored, so they're now flashing. It was an interception return, is how the Ravens scored.
Listen, I'm telling you, the Ravens offense is not it. But that's very interesting.
Let's stay on the Ravens for a second. They have historically, since Lamar Jackson has been there, had difficulty attracting wide receivers, and it's no surprise because Lamar has the tendency to probably take off the run, which, as he's now getting older, he's subject to the injuries he's had this year as well. He's doing that a bit less. What do you do with that offensive scheme now that he's going to potentially be half a step slower or step slower than he historically has been?
You need a new scheme. Again, one of my favorite shows growing up. Oh, man, listen. I am a nerd, love Smallville. But the best comic book show, in my opinion, Arrow. And a line that was said
Up
in
there.
Arrow was, a shark that does not swim drowns. Means if you're never moving forward, you're dying. Okay? You need to evolve. You can't have, and I was saying this in the beginning of the year, you cannot have the same game plan year in, year out, thinking you're going to keep winning the same exact way. You got to evolve. You got to change somehow, some way. Now, they've had trouble getting wide receivers because it looks like wide receivers, they see Lamar being great. They don't see them being great with Lamar.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Max.
Okay.
Thank you, Max. But
Bars.
With that being the case this year, he's not running as much. And with him not running as much, teams aren't pressured to stop him from running. And now we see how he passes the ball. And right now, all those wide receivers are like, that's why I can't go there. If you took away Lamar's rushing aspect, because yes, his passing stats are pretty good. Took away his rushing aspect completely, do you think he could beat you from the pocket? Be honest. Can Lamar Jackson beat you from the pocket?
No, honestly, I don't believe he can, because part of what makes him so special is, hey, he has the arm strength to launch the ball anywhere on the field. But is he going to want to stand in the pocket and do that?
He wants to. That's what he's been doing right now. That's what he wants to do. I feel like he really wants to prove that he can be a pocket quarterback. I feel like he really wants to prove that point.
But what makes him special is the ability to.
So pretty much what you're telling me is that he's taking his rushing ability for granted. But at the same time, I feel like we can't talk out both sides of our mouths. Because in the same breath, we would seriously be sitting over here saying, if he keeps rushing like this, his career is going to be short. He needs to learn to pass.
Actually, no. Yeah, he's taking his rushing ability for granted because it's not always going to be there. We've seen running quarterbacks,
but we always say that if he rushes this much, he's going to shorten his career.
Correct. And we might be seeing the ramifications now. So, for example, if you completely, or let's say you eliminate 50% of the runs that he does right now, he's not as big of a threat to defenses anymore if you do that. They know that he's he's gonna make his first read, maybe make it to the second. And if you can cover his first two reads, that gives you a better chance. You removed half of his runs right now, he's not the same quarterback. They're not playing him the same.
They're not. That's for sure. And by the way, just a quick question. If the Patriots going to have 21-0 on the Bills. Oh, but never mind. That was a question. It looks like that question is going to be not relevant. They're going to leave some sort of points. If they did go into the half, 21-0 on the Bills, how much more confidence would you have about your team? Or would that be more about the Bills?
Nothing new. Let's finish the game. The Bills are notorious for coming back in the second half.
Yeah, and the Bills are also notorious this year for not looking great. Like, they're 9-4, but I feel like they're a fraudulent 9-4. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I really feel like the Bills are a fraudulent 9-4.
We've got a lot of fraudulent teams out there, if you want to be serious.
That's a take.
The Eagles are not an 8-5 team. They look so much worse than their 8-5.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. For sure. The Broncos. Do they feel like what are they?
They're 11-2. They don't feel like an 11-2 team. However, you have a young quarterback that in his second year is learning all types of different ways of winning, and he has a coach in Sean Payton that complements that and supports the wins that they've gotten. I did not expect an 11-2 season from the Broncos. I fully did expect a step forward in the development of Bo Nix, but I didn't think that they would be 11-2 and just find all types of ways to win games this year. Also, they're on that same boat of the Patriots. I think these are the only two teams right now with double-digit win streaks. They've both won 10 consecutive games in a row. Something has to give.
For real. No, for like facts, bars. I don't, and again, their defense is really the Broncos' defense. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Oh, let me ask you this. Which defense is better, in your opinion? Broncos defense or the Texans?
The Texans have a scary good defense. It's
very good. It's scary great. They don't need a blitz. They don't need to blitz you to put pressure on you.
Yeah. I would go with, despite the fact that their record doesn't reflect it, I would go with the Texans defense. They've won 5.
That's crazy work.
Oh, actually, if you just look and see, I like looking at these things from a variety of ways. Points against, points for, points against. The Texans have a better points against rating than the Broncos. Not by too much, but still, it's better than them. So yeah, I'm going with the Texans.
Okay, so let's look at this. Let's see. The Texans, if they were to play right, oh wow, if the playoffs started today, your Patriots will be playing the Texans.
All of the Texans' losses, except for one, are to legitimate playoff teams. And
how would you feel about the Patriots? How you feel about the Patriots facing the Texans round 1?
That would be a test for Drake May, putting him up against such a good defense.
Is that where you want your test to be?
He could survive that in the playoffs and let's say they get them round 1 and he survives that. There's no reason why they shouldn't go to and win the Super Bowl. Because there's no other defense like that they're going to face unless they face the Broncos somewhere down the line.
Which would be really hard for them to face them. I could agree. Okay, so looking at the playoff stuff, and during the second half, we're going to talk about teams looking forward to the future. But looking at the playoffs, who would you rather face in the first round? Chargers, Buffalo, or Texans? And I'm talking about just wild card teams.
Chargers, Buffalo, or Texans?
As a Pittsburgh Steeler, I'd rather face. As a Pittsburgh Steeler, I'd rather face Buffalo. No, I'd rather face the Chargers. Chargers got way too many injuries.
Chargers are that one team that every year they seem to have the team, but they get to the playoffs or just the end of the season, they keep each other. The problem is, if the Patriots beat the Bills, which they're likely to do today, oh, and the Bills finally scored. Congratulations. I don't want to face the team. Too much tape. We've seen each other twice already. Anything could happen. I wouldn't want to face them.
Oh, by the way, congratulations to all of y'all who made fantasy playoffs. Hope your teams are doing good. I'm in 4 leagues. I made the playoffs in 3. So I did something right.
Oh, go ahead and show off. Why don't you?
Oh yeah, for sure. The thing is, I just didn't make it in my league.
I could never accomplish this feat if I legitimately tried. I went winless. Okay, well, I was gonna say undefeated. No, I was winless all year long. But I did, it didn't work. And you know what? Whatever. Next year's another year. Blow it all up.
Damn. So yeah, so for fantasy players right now, James Cook got that touchdown. And other than that, I don't know if there's been any real good fantasy players so far. Like nothing like Kyle Pitts did on Thursday night.
Listen, speaking of fantasy players, I don't know how standard this is or not, but is it normal for us to only have, let's say, fewer than 10,000-yard wide receivers in the league? That's not normal,
10,
right?
1,000 yards. 10, 1,000 yards, you mean?
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, right now, we only have right now we only have 4 wide receivers that are above the 1,000-yard mark for the year: Jamar Chase, George Pickens, Puka, and Jackson Smith. But there are a lot of guys who aren't
Amon-Ra is
probably
going to make it.
1,000.
Okay. Yeah. So let's look at this. Based off of what we see right now, who definitely will make 1,000 yards? We're going to have more. We got 3 more games. We're definitely going to have more because Amon-Ra is knocking on the door. He's 24 yards away. We got Trey McBride, who's about to be 1,000-yard tight end. That's crazy work. We got Nico Collins. Nico Collins might make it. Zay Flowers is not making it. I'm sorry. Zay Flowers needs 109. He's not making it. Emeka Buka, right now, the way the Bucs are playing, he's not making it. CeeDee Lamb might make it, and he missed a crap ton of games.
He played 10 games, yeah. Okay, the reason I started looking at this number is because I was shocked that Justin Jefferson only had 810 yards. And I get it because of the quarterback situation, but are they wasting
Have you heard the rumors that, like, so let's talk about this. And I'm going to preface it like this because you spoke about Justin Jefferson. I'm going to explain how this segues into it. Guys and ladies, if you're watching, mental health is important. Work is work, but your mental is more. They will always replace you. Remember that. Now, I'm not saying work got to be fun, but work is work. Joe Burrow, don't know what's going on. But I do know his house was broken into recently and burglarized, if I said it right.
Mm-hmm.
Protect your peace, my guy. And it's one thing for your house to get broken into. It's another thing for you to get your house broken into while playing for a team like the Bengals. And that type of mental stress is a lot. So if you decide to leave, I understand, but I still would talk shit about you for leaving, though, to be fair. Here's the reason why. You made the team sign T. Higgins back. They want to go defense. You made them sign T. Higgins back.
Did he make them?
Yes. Yes, he did. At the end of the season, he's like, we got to sign our offensive players. And they signed T. Higgins. Don't make your bed and then run out when it's not comfortable.
As the quarterback, what am I supposed to say? No, don't sign the offensive weapon. I'm
supposed No. You in that situation, you don't say nothing. Because you know damn well you need defense. So don't burn the bridge with T. Higgins. Just don't say nothing. You know you need a defense. Now, rumors are Justin Jefferson's trying to reach out to Joe Burrow like, yo, what's good, my guy? Come on over. We got a stadium.
Never happening.
I kind of wish it did, though.
Never happening.
I kind of wish it would.
I'm for shaking things up, but I don't think the Vikings have enough first-round draft picks or players that they could send. Well, or players that they could send over that would make this worthwhile.
Listen, when there's a will, there's a way. The thing is, what are the Bengals going to do? Is their defense going to be better next year?
Nope.
Actually, T. Higgins is gone next year. Worse. T. Higgins is gone next year. He really signed a 1-year deal.
Has he done enough to prove that he's a number 1 wide receiver?
Who? T. Higgins?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I agree. No. Okay. This is going to go back to franchise quarterback. Maximilian saying that Burrow doesn't need 2 high-paid receivers. Franchise quarterbacks don't need 2 high-paid. But franchise quarterbacks need at least 1. Or at least 1 mid-high level. Like if Joe Burrow lost Jamar Chase and only had T. Higgins, he'd still cook.
If he lost Jamar Chase and kept T. Higgins, the offense looks different though. It's not as
it definitely looks different, but it definitely it'd still be a good offense. T. Higgins would get at least 1,200 yards, provided health.
Between Burrow and Higgins, could they lead a championship style offense, an offensive an offensive unit that's going to get you to and potentially win the Super Bowl. And while I believe in Burrow's abilities, I don't know that T. Higgins is that dominant of a wide receiver.
Well, the offensive line also has issues. But I will say this, the Bengals have tried to address the offensive line.
They're almost better off not making the playoffs and having a higher draft pick that they can use on a couple of rounds so that they can get some defensive players.
Anyway, so to what Max just said, T. Higgins to the Patriots next year. It's a given. I feel like if T. Higgins doesn't go to the Patriots next year, it's wow.
Do we want T. Higgins? How old is he? He's 27, 28. Do we want T. Higgins? He would be a bit of an upgrade from Stephon. If you actually, you know what?
He's 26. He'll be 27 in the playoffs.
Damn it, hit him in the hands. If you add T. Higgins as your number one, Stephon Diggs as your number two, and all the other wide receivers. But see, the problem is now you potentially stunt the growth of a Kayshon Boutte.
Yeah.
And
is Diggs here next year? Is Diggs here next year?
I would say yes. Listen, if you get T. Higgins, you can let Stephon Diggs go and keep all your other emerging wide receivers.
Is Drake? Oh, okay. Drake May's okay. I was like, he was in the floor for a little bit there. Because you would have Boutte. Is Pop Douglas still on the team? I can't remember.
Yes, Yep. Oh, Boutte, Douglas,
right Boutte, Douglas, and T. Higgins would be a good 3 wide receiver set.
And then you sprinkle in a little Matt Collins.
Yeah, even if he's signed for 2-3 years, we all know that don't mean nothing. It's not where the money is. If the guarantees are paid out, they could cut him for free.
That's not a bad 3 receiver set. You got Douglas, who's going to give you the speed. Boutte's big and strong. Between Boutte and Higgins on the outside.
Yep. It'd be pretty good. It would be pretty good.
The question is, the Patriots are one of those teams that have all the money in the world right now, and it's unclear why they are somewhat reluctant to use it and invest in upgrading certain positions.
Because remember 2-3 years ago when y'all spent the most money in the offseason and none of them worked out? Y'all still paying $100 from that contract. To go back to Burrow, he's not going nowhere. Wow. And we're about to take our break after this. He's not going nowhere, but he made his bed.
Players can say whatever they want. It's up to the organization to have the foresight.
No.
This makes sense. This stuff.
Players can say whatever they want. Franchise quarterbacks who you're invested millions and hundreds of millions of dollars into, don't just say what they want. They say what you're about to do. You're in a partnership.
Also, there should be adults in the room that are paying attention to the fact that, hey guys, if we come out and score 40 every week, the other team's going to score 41. We should at least be able to put together a defense that can come up with, 1-2 stops a game.
But here's the issue. The Bengals have never been this good. I don't care about that 1 year with Carson Palmer. I don't care about that 1 year. The Bengals have never been this good. They saw prosperity. And they did not act like they belonged.
Nice throw.
All right. So, guys, it's 24.
Okay.
So, let me give a quick score update before we take our little thing. Go ahead. You want to say something?
No, Patriots doing what they're supposed to. The Ravens are celebrating. I don't know why. You're beating up on the Bengals,
They're
who
celebrating
aren't
being up
having a great.
7-0.
Yeah, you should see the players jumping around like. What a.
Okay, I guess. All right, so Chicago beating the Browns 14-0. They're about to go into halftime themselves. Cincinnati losing to the Ravens 7-0. Kansas City up on the Chargers 10-3 with the ball. Marching down the field? Yeah, no, trying to march down the field, trying to get some more. Tack it up. 24-7, Patriots over the Bills. 13-7, Commanders over the Giants. 17-0, Eagles over the Raiders. They needed to win that game because God have mercy if they lost this game. Actually, quick, just for personal reasons, Kenny Pickett, 10 for 17, 55 yards, 3 sacks. Jets losing to the Jacksonville Jaguars, 21-10, and the Jaguars in the red zone. And Arizona losing to Houston 23-7. My God. Nico Collins, 57-yard touchdown.
One catch.
Woody Marks, 1 rushing touchdown. And then a bunch of field goals. Okay. All right, guys. Yo, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. So what time is it right now? 2:23. Let's just say 2:25.
23.
So what's that? 2:40.
No.
All right.
Oh,
We'll be
okay.
back at 2:40. Bop, bop. Bop. And I'm over here losing track of time, and we should be live because we back. Halftime too short. I ain't even finished making my dinner. The Bills came back and scored a touchdown, though.
Listen, I was over here losing my mind. They started the second half off with a great kickoff return. See, that's the problem. They built this character.
You sound really low.
Personality of being.
You're low. You're low.
All right, how we sounding?
All right, there we go. Now you're back.
Yeah, they built they persona of being a second half team.
Hello?
Oh. Yeah, that was my homework music.
Do your homework, guys. Be nerds. All right. So, no relevant score changes other than the fact that the Bills scored a touchdown to cut the lead down 14-24. Oh, the Chargers. Oh, wow. The Chiefs were in the red zone trying to extend the lead, did not make it, but the Chargers were able to march down the field to get a touchdown. It's 10-13. That's a game I want to watch. By the way, for all my Haitians out there, Kula Lakai over Kuon. I'm just saying.
Oh man, yeah, that is the most interesting game during the afternoon here is the Chiefs and Chargers. Everyone else seems to kind of be doing well. I'm shocked the Ravens are up 14-0 on the Bengals.
Yeah, it was only 14-0. So let's take a look at that game. Let's take a look at some of the stats from that game. Because, like, what are the Bengals doing offensively? We got Joe Burrow, 8 for 16, only 71 yards. Chase is 4 for 40. 4 out of 8 for 40 yards. T. Higgins is not playing. He does have the concussion. Meanwhile, Lamar is 7 for 9, 136 yards.
Two touchdowns and 1 interception.
Yeah, 28-yard touchdown pass to Zay Flowers and 30-yard touchdown to Ali. Lamar rushed twice for 26 yards, about 13 a pop. Derrick Henry, 6 for 17. What's up with Derrick Henry, in your opinion?
Big back, a lot of hits, slowing down a bit.
You think it's slowing down?
Yes. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. We've never seen a back who's been 6'2", 252 pounds, just up there in that NFL. So when you look at him sometimes, he's as big as some of the offensive linemen that are blocking for him, and it's nuts. You see these little cornerbacks.
He's as big as linebackers.
Him and his big brother. But all that, it has its wear on the body. He's had several seasons where he was just dominating the NFL. So yeah,
you think the days of Derrick Henry being elite are done?
I liked him signing with the Baltimore Ravens because I felt that was going to somewhat prolong his career, where he didn't have to be a consistent every single down back with the threat of Lamar. But it's tough. I think he's got 1 to 2 more years left in him where he can be pretty productive. He can't be a feature back, though. You can't turn around and give him the ball 30 times a game.
So I was about to say, is he productive now?
He can be under the right circumstance, short down situations. he's still big and strong enough to where he can justify. He could be there, the Ravens equivalent of the tush push, the Derrick Henry handoff.
That's a take. And that's a take, y'all. That's a take. What the heck was that?
Oh, man. The Bills all of a sudden looking like they want to play in the second half.
Right? I'm like, yo, what's going on? Okay. Chiefs and them are still in halftime.
All right.
That's crazy.
All right, check this out. Have we seen the end of Kyler Murray? We have, right? With
in
the Arizona Cardinals.
I don't know where he's gonna go. Okay, let me answer that question with this question.
Oh.
Should the Vikings call it a wrap on JJ McCarthy and go for Kyler?
Do you go for Kyler and make JJ McCarthy sit for a year or two?
Nah. If you go for Kyler, you can't go back to JJ McCarthy after. So what do you do?
I don't think that we've seen enough from JJ McCarthy yet.
To close
Missed his first season. This is technically, yeah. While he's on his rookie contract, this is the best time to get the best look at him. This year has been something of a difficult year for them.
Why? He's been the difficulty. Everything else around him has been what other quarterbacks have thrived in.
And compared to most young quarterbacks, he's in, honestly, an unbelievable situation based on the weapons that he has on that team.
What quarterback would not want to be in that situation? Caleb would still kill for that.
Wait. I got Justin Jefferson. I could just throw the ball to him every single play. They need to let him play out his rookie contract before they have to make that commitment, which by the time he's up for a contract renewal, we could be talking about $60-70 million a year for a quarterback.
So wait, you can't stay healthy to be evaluated. He's been healthy enough this year, Max. I'm sorry. Do you not feel like he's been healthy enough this year to get a good understanding? Because, okay, let me put it this way. My counterpoint to you is what has he shown me this year? Last year we saw flashes from Drake May. Have we had flashes from JJ McCarthy? Now, I haven't watched all the Vikings games, so I might have missed it if there were. But I ain't seen any. You tell me you can't flash with Justin Jefferson?
9 touchdowns and 10 interceptions is making this really... He's played 7 games. And I don't believe that 7 games is a big enough sample size to make a decision to move on from him.
But what have you seen in 7 games that justify still giving him a chance? You can't waste Justin Jefferson's prime. You can't waste his prime.
To think that he's not going to potentially reach at that. Now, granted, he could do whatever he wants on the field, but is the quarterback going to get him the ball so that he can do what he wants on the field is the question. He's at about around the 800-yard mark this year. I would be shocked if they wasted it. Not shocked. I can't believe it's looking like they're wasting valuable Justin Jefferson years. But truth be told, J.J. McCarthy has not played enough for us to make a decision to just move on from him.
I guess
7 games is not enough
because they drafted him. But you could be out and go with Kyler. So right now, do you think J.J. McCarthy's ceiling? Who has a high ceiling? J.J. McCarthy or Kyler Murray?
Are we sure that what we've seen from Kyler since he's been in the league is what he is? I mean, my concern with Tyler is what most NFL people's concern is size. when he's out there running around, he looks like a baby in diapers, just staying away from trying to stay away from the defenders. And I don't know whether or not his size is conducive to the team being successful on a long-term basis. The smallest successful quarterback I've seen has been Doug Flutie.
Wait,
everyone else, it seems to.
Who's smaller, Russell or Doug Flutie? I thought it was going to be Russ.
Russ Wilson? Ooh.
Yeah. He's small, isn't he?
Okay, 5'10".
By the way, you showed your age with Doug Flutie.
Doug Flutie's 5'10". Russell Wilson's 5'11".
Oh, damn. Doug Flutie really was small. Yeah, I think Drew Brees was small as well, but he was, I think he at least hit 6 feet. Yeah, he was 6 feet tall. Drew Brees was 6 feet. So, you think Kyler Murray's limitations is the size? But can you not kind of scheme around that a little bit?
We watched Drew Brees do it for a small guy who had to develop a whole way of kind of throwing the ball differently to be able to get it over his lineman and whatnot. So it's possible. He's young enough. The thing with Kyler Murray is you're going to want to make sure if he's not going to be in Arizona, which all signs are pointing to.
He's out.
For him to be successful, he needs to end up in the right situation. And what is that going to be? Because of his athleticism, I wouldn't mind seeing him on the Jets as an upgrade to what we thought Justin Fields was going to go over there and do.
Would he be in a better situation than is the Jets a better situation than the Cardinals right now? I think the Cardinals are a better situation. Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison. I thought Marvin Harrison was a dud because of Kyler Murray, but apparently he's actually really good. The Cardinals are a better situation right now than the Jets. And I don't know if Aaron Glenn can survive another reclamation project with a quarterback.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Not a run first Mickey Mouse like Kyler and Fields. Yeah, no. Aaron Glenn. All right, fine. What quarterback can save Aaron Glenn's career right now, or a coaching career?
There's not going to be anyone available that could realistically come in and have a big enough impact.
Did Kirk Cousins reignite his career with Thursday?
I think that Kirk Cousins has, based on last Thursday's game, he's justified at least getting an extended look from a team in the offseason. A team like the Jets, you put a Kirk Cousins...
There was a meme online that says, "Oh, Kirk Cousins, Steelers 2026 quarterback." I was like, no. Please, for the love of God, no. I'm tired of these patchwork quarterbacks.
They're going to go from Aaron Rodgers to potentially Kirk Cousins would be absolutely hilarious.
We're doing the Achilles reclamation project. That's what we're doing over here. What the hell?
I don't know where... when you look at the teams, it's... Huh?
Kyler can't zip? That's interesting. He's saying, Max is saying that Kyler doesn't have no zip on his throws, no mustard.
Former baseball player?
That's why I find that a little interesting. I have to take a look. I haven't really watched many Cardinals games, but I feel like he has arms. He could throw it deep. So because he could throw it deep, I thought he could actually throw missiles. You know what I mean?
Let's see. All right. The Jets need a quarterback. The Cleveland Browns are figuring it out with Shador. The Raiders are in the market for a quarterback. Geno Smith isn't clearly not the answer. The Titans are straight for now. They're gonna
There are
continue
not enough
looking at
quarterbacks in this
Cam.
upcoming draft to satisfy all these needs.
And I'm just looking at the teams that
Oh, run
didn't
first.
make
Okay.
the playoff. The Falcons are probably gonna give an extended look to Penix. The
I
Saints are
don't.
figuring it out
I
with.
don't know if Penix is the answer though. To be honest.
I know that for me, the Falcons have been a bit surprising because they've got the tight end. Ooh, no, they didn't make it. Because they've got a pretty
Speaking of that,
on the
round of applause
team.
for Kyle Pitts. He remembered it's a contract year and decided I'm gonna break records. Proud for him.
Hey, get your money, boy.
Like how, Sway? Oh, James Cook's about to save some people's fantasy week right now. 2 touchdowns.
Oh, that is a touchdown for the Bills. Damn it.
Is it? Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, no, it looked like a touchdown for real.
It's a
I thought his knee was down, but he didn't drop his knee. He actually leapt forward a bit. Congratulations to Josh Allen too. They're expecting his first child. Haley Steinfeld, or I can't say her last name.
Seinfeld's daughter?
She was in the Hawkeye show.
Okay.
She's the new Hawkeye.
Zay Flowers, a touchdown.
Really? Damn, Bengals, I kind of need you to win so I could end this whole Ravens talk. Wait, Zay Flowers got a touchdown. I got field goal. I didn't get no touchdown for Zay Flowers.
No, I said he dropped a touchdown pass.
Oh, dropped. Okay. Good job, Zay. The Lamar apologists are going to say that's the reason why. Like, Lamar don't got no wide receivers.
He doesn't have the wide receivers because he doesn't get it to them on a consistent enough basis to make wide receivers to want to come there.
It's a real chicken or the egg type situation right now. Let's see here. Oh, Chargers are in the red zone. They might take the lead. Let's talk
Is this the week that?
Let's talk about disappointing teams, and let's start with the Chiefs. I'll give you the floor is yours because I know you got to take on this.
The Chiefs. They need to go through a offseason rebuild. The tough thing with being the team of the decade or the team that currently has the hymn is you can't rest on your laurels. You got to continuously reinvent yourself, and it doesn't seem that the Chiefs have been all that great at doing that. Travis Kelce, guess what? Might be time to hang it up. Honestly, might be time to hang it up. He's still good for 1 to 2 plays a game, but he's going to hit you with 3 to 4 other plays that leave you scratching your head. And that's it for him. Unfortunately, he couldn't go out last year with the Super Bowl and getting engaged to Taylor Swift and doing all that. Just hang it up, buddy. Hang it up and go impregnate Taylor and have 3 or 4 kids.
Damn.
If she divorces
You're a true Haitian. That's all we're good for? Impregnate her. Impregnate her.
Get that alimony on the way out if it doesn't end well. Be ready for the songs to be made.
Get your cut off the songs.
I mean, honestly, I don't know what you do with the Chiefs. He's got some younger wide receiver weapons. They probably need a
Honestly,
better
I feel
ground.
like the wide receiver weapons, the only one that's hit is Rasheed Rice. I'm sorry, Worthy
You're not a big fan.
and was it Hollywood Brown? No, Worthy's really really fast, but it's not working.
Mm. So
And
he needs to get some more consistency on the offensive weapon side of it.
can they be a championship contender again next year?
Depends on the offseason moves that they make.
Is the
Chris Jones is
offseason
not getting
moves
any younger.
possible? Is what I'm asking. Pretty much, I guess, is what I'm asking.
Ugh. It's either they hit on the draft or free agency.
How many things do they need?
That's the question. I would really have to look.
They need
So, for example, they need
to show up the receivers
at the
in the offensive line. They need them both, and they need a running back. It sounds like the offense needs a lot. All right, actually, you know what? They would be better if they at least got a running back. It's really easy to play when you only have 4 in the box and you don't have to worry about nothing else.
like I said, Chris Jones is not getting any younger, and I'm not saying he's going to retire next year in the offseason, but he's going to be a year older. You need to start thinking of backup plan. Who's the next man up? Because once you lose him, the defense is really going to look different.
That might have to have a touchdown.
And this is where, when you're so good, you find yourself drafting at the bottom of the draft year in and year out. If you're not 100% hitting on all of these players,
then you're stuck.
It gets complicated.
Oh, damn. Yes. What a hold. What a hold. The hold is going to bring that return back.
Yep.
I think more than anything, they need a placement for Kelsey, either be wide receiver or tight end, and a running back. Isaiah Pacheco, I don't know what happened. I didn't think it was going to be I don't know if the injury has affected him this much, but he's not the same Isaiah Pacheco.
Mm-hmm.
Get a running back that teams have to actually like, all right, guys, we can't ignore the running back. It will give the receivers more space to work with. The defense.
That's true.
I feel like the defense, without Chris Jones, it won't be the same, but they got enough on the back end that it's going to make it a little more easier for the ones up front to rush the court or rush whoever they're rushing.
Or rushing the ball down their throat every single week because they're going to lose such a force on the inside. No, completely done. I think that at this stage of his career, you want to limit the downs that he's playing.
Who? Jones?
Yeah, Jones. You want to start limiting the amount of downs that he's playing so you can maximize his career and keep him playing for a few years.
I'm not mad at that.
Oh, man.
Who's another disappointing team that we expected more out of this year?
Here's one that almost escapes a lot. That's almost escaped a lot this year. The Detroit Lions, 8-5. I'm underwhelmed. Just nothing sexy. I think everyone was looking at Detroit as, oh, geez, they've got it figured out. They've got the quarterback, the weapons. They're here to stay for a while, but not the greatest season.
Why?
8-5. That's good enough.
What's the root cause? What's the root cause for their slump, as you would put it?
Probably the defense. If you just look at them, the scores, defense 21 points, 30 points, 24, 22. Yeah, defense should tighten up a bit. And their last 4 games of the year: Rams, Steelers, Vikings, Bears. All teams that, well,
We
with
faced
the
the
exception
Lions.
of the,
Ooh,
yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that game.
But, ooh, the Lions could potentially knock the Steelers out of playoff contention. A lot
Shut
of
it.
things could happen.
Shut it. Shut it. The Lions, their issue with me right now is not so much of an issue. Well, let me rephrase it. If they're not blowing you out, they're not winning. It kind of feels like. It don't seem like they've won any real close games.
The only real loss that they've had this year that would be concerning is they lost to the Vikings 27-24. All their other losses are to playoff teams. Oh, damn, they lost twice to the Packers.
Yes, they got swept.
Oh, and they also lost to the Chiefs week 5 or 6 or whatever that was.
So, I guess it really is defense, but at the same time, they have been an offensive team. And again, another team riddled with injuries. But if you get injured every year, then at some point, I don't really care about your injuries. Is that fair to say? Or am I just oversimplifying it?
Have a heart, why don't you? Have a heart.
By the way, just to answer Max's comment, he said Penix looks better than JJ, the Saints quarterbacks, and a lot of other quarterbacks right now. I don't know if he looks that good. But Shuck from the Saints have actually been pretty decent. I'd say good in the chat, but I meant decent. Oh, what a drop pick. Oh, man. The pick, yo, listen, this game somehow got close.
Hooper who just threw his hand up and almost let the pick go after the ball, bro.
He alligator armed it. He's like, I can't make it. But for the Lions, they're still a championship contender to me. Because I don't, people really got to realize what the Patriots did, what the Chiefs did, is not common. Year in, year out, 12-plus win seasons is not common. You will slow down.
Well,
they went down to 8 wins. You know how many teams would love to have 8 wins right now? Talk to Cleveland. Talk to the Jets. Giants. They would love to have 8 wins right now.
Is 8 wins where you maybe predicted the Lions to be? I predicted them to be.
No, I predicted them to be higher. But we just gotta be real. They're still in the playoff picture. All right. They're really 1 game behind the Packers for the division.
If the playoffs started today, they would be playing, I think, the Packers, who beat them twice.
Oh, no, they're behind the Packers and the Bears. The Bears is a surprising up for me. I did not expect them to be this thing, but the Bears are another team where I think I said this before, and I don't know if I was talking about the Bears or another team. You're winning 1-possession games. That's great. You can't hang your hat on winning 1-possession games. That's exactly why they lost their last game. Oh, it's close. We could end it. Bro, as much as you win the 1-possession games, just as easily you can lose it. Oh, that's an interception? I don't know if you wanted that pick, though. I don't know if you wanted that pick. That kind of pinned you deep.
Is that a pick? Because I feel like I saw the ball moving there.
Are you looking with Patriot goggles? It did move, but it didn't touch the floor.
Oh, hold on.
But now they're at the 9-yard line, so I don't know if I wanted that.
talk about what a catch is in the NFL? The Baltimore Ravens versus who the hell are they playing? They were playing some team. Isaiah Likely caught the ball. He took 1-2 steps, about to get his third.
Okay. Let's calm down here. First off, I will say thank you, referees. Second, I will say, I am tired of the conversation about catches. It's getting old. Okay? And the thing is, we can't make it a subjective call or like, because, okay, me watching that play, I was like, that's a catch. But per the definition of the rule, he bobbled it before he took his third step. People are saying he extended the ball out and that was the football move. He caught it out there. He caught it right here. He didn't extend his arm out because we had to go get the ball. So therefore, extending the ball is not a catch. Now the question is, well, you know, he was in the end zone. 1-2 should be end of the catch over. But I'm like, not necessarily. By the definition of the rule, like, you got to do a full catch. You got to do a full catch. 2 steps in a football move. Usually a third step or stiff arming or hurdling, something. Then people are like, but when you go out of bounds, you just need 2 feet down and you're done. I'm like, yeah, but when you're in the end zone, you're still in the field of play. So therefore, you need to do the third action. Now, do I feel like that third action is bullcrap? Yes. Has my Steelers been affected by that bullcrap rule before? Yes. Remember Steelers, Patriots? If we won that one, we would have been hosting you guys in the playoffs, but no. They said it was incomplete by Jesse James. Listen, the catching rules is some bullshit, all right? Anyone looking at it can tell that was a catch. I feel like right now they need to change the rule to being like, if it's a stand-up, referees digression. All right? You choose. If it's anything going down to the floor, I feel like we got that rule down pat. If the ball touches the floor and moves, incomplete. Done. But the definition, but they have to put a definition in there, and I don't like the fact that they have to put a definition in there. Because sometimes you can't really define what a catch is. A catch is a catch. Just point blank, period. Did you have possession? Did you get the ball? Did you have possession?
Football move.
It's a stupid conception, man. But therefore, I'm not
every year
much because it helped me out.
Oh, yeah, sure. Listen, every year it happens. I'm just amazed at the various ways we get to discover what catches are not. How about that? Every year we find out what a catch is not.
At this rate, when you catch the ball into the end zone, hand it to the ref. Don't drop it. Yeah. Don't celebrate. Go straight to the ref. Here's the ball. Can't argue that. Now, the other thing is...
I feel like there have been so many plays where the player is about to run into the end zone.
This year.
Start celebrating too.
This year specifically.
Just like... What?
And by the way, if y'all questioning how bad the snow is, it's not bad. But it's annoying enough to make me not want to hit the road.
Anyway. It's barely sticking.
Oh, it's sticking over here. It's sticking over here. There's something else I was gonna say. It was about catches or referees. Oh, quiet news. The referee the referee union in the NFL, this is the last year of their contract. The NFL wants to ask for more accountability from refs. As in, they want referees to have an off-season of practice, training, full thing. Because I don't know if you know this, when the season's over, the referees don't have to report to anything until July.
These referees are all judges and lawyers and things of that nature.
Yes.
They go off to go do the day-to-day business.
Yes. And they don't got to come back till July for training camps.
I'm with it. Hey, guys, we need the same way the players have an off season.
Full-time referees. Full-time referees, because these are part-time
Yeah.
employees. They want full-time referees. The NFL wants full-time referees, right?
Watch films, right?
And
See
they
what you
want to
got
be
wrong.
able to suspend referees for bad calls.
Uh, that I may have an issue with. I mean,
Why?
the game's happening, bang bang. It's quick. It's happening so fast. If I get it wrong, chalk it up to an error and go out there and make the next play. I shouldn't be penalized because, oh geez. Well, I guess you know what? Now with technology, if they get it wrong, there's enough time and technology to correct it on the field
Replay assist.
immediately.
Yes. Yes.
So then why should the ref be penalized? Shouldn't someone in New York? Listen, pay someone $500 a game to sit here and watch these games and review these close calls. It can't possibly cost that much money to help get things right.
But the referees don't want. Referees were against the replay assist, allegedly. The people in New York, they were against that. Don't question our judgment. What we call on the field is what we call. Listen, I just feel like suspension should be a thing for egregious calls. Remember the Saints when they're in the playoffs, and that was definitely a defensive pass interference, and the referee refused to no, it wasn't, and it cost them the season. It ended the season because they would have. That was like a 4th down play. No, you should not referee another job. Now, when you're afraid of that, I'm gonna lose the check. Guess what? You're gonna make sure you do some real good calls. And guess what you are not also gonna do? On bang bang plays, you're not gonna throw the flag every single time. Because I do feel like referees throw the flag too much. They do throw it too much. And if you're sitting over here like, oh, I could get suspended, because a lot of times I hate when referees throw a flag because the tackle looked hard. It was a bang bang play. We think it was helmet to helmet, and it really wasn't. He just got cracked. Like we need to stop this. We need to stop to it. So I'm for it, but the issue is the referee association union got all the power, because that one time when the NFL did not want to do that, remember when we had the replacement referees in game 1? We had the touchception with the Seahawks.
That was that game. It was the Seahawks against the Packers, right?
Was it Packers? It was definitely a division game. Is Josh Allen down? Now you gotta take him off the field for a concussion. Y'all gotta go look at him. Like, dude.
He didn't get hit in the head. He'll be all right.
Nah, but he seems kind of wobbly though.
Actually, you know what? I'm with you. We should take him off for a couple of plays just to be safe.
No, just take a look at one. Make sure. And then have who's that coach for the Bills again? Coming through the tent like Dayball did for the Jets. For the Giants.
Oh, hey, you know they tried out some type of chips at the ball and on the field at the beginning of the season, and they stopped it. Did you hear about that? NFL, they were trying out chips in the balls during the early games of the season for better placement and yards.
Preseason. They didn't do it in the regular season. It has to go approval. The issue is, I like it. I do like the idea of it. My issue is you're gonna be giving people to have the fixes in. You will never beat the allegations if there's a chip in the football. Let the ball go over a perfect spiral, and all of a sudden it goes a little wobbly. They're gonna be like, the NFL made the ball go wobbly so the receiver wouldn't catch it so they could lose the game. How'd they do that? The chip in there. It was a gyroscope. And mind you, the football's already in oblong shape. It's a very weird shape. They always say that a spiral is a physical anomaly. They don't understand how it happens with gravity and spin and all that stuff. They're saying the spiral really should not be happening, but it happens. There's no scientific explanation for it. So now when the spiral starts as a spiral and goes wobbly and goes back to being a spiral, it's going to be the NFL said, drop it. Then they're like, oh, wait, no. Analytics. Making a catch. Go back to being a spiral. You are never going to beat the allegations. It's going to be done.
All right, come on, yo.
Right now, you're hearing him stress about the Patriots.
Listen, it went from 24-10 to 21-20, 24-21 right now. And the Pats look like they forgot how to play football during halftime.
They did. They thought it was over.
Oh, Jackson Dart looking dropped by Slayton. All right. Should have made that catch.
Okay, let's see here. Ravens up 17. Chargers, Chiefs tied at 13. Philadelphia 31-0.
Listen, Philly, you can win all the games you want. The rest of us, we can see it. We see what's going on. Okay.
Well, right now the offense is cooking.
The
offense is cooking 31-0.
Okay.
But it's the Raiders. Jacksonville is running up the score. My Jets, where's I really don't want Aaron Glenn to get fired. Whoa. I don't want Aaron Glenn fired, but at this point, you might have to fire Aaron Glenn.
Hey, who's out there, buddy? yeah. Who's out there for coaches, though? And I mean, what's going to inevitably happen is that whichever team wins the Super Bowl, they're going to lose some coordinators. They're going to pick out some trees that they feel have been successful the past couple years, like the Shanahan tree or the McVay tree or something along those lines. And that's all that's going to happen. Come on, there we hold on.
Yo. This is interesting. This Patriots-Bill game just got a lot closer.
Fourth down.
About
4th and 2.
Oh. I couldn't see your hand was out the camera, so I just saw your arm go up.
Oh, 4th and 2.
Well, they pushed it a second ago. You don't think they'll do it again? I heard the "oh my god" on your side. You're ahead of me, so I don't know what happened. Oh, hold on.
No, she's ahead of both.
No, wait, was that Kathy I heard?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Is the door not closed?
It's that. Listen. Yeah, that's pass interference.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it pass interference though? Did he not turn his head around?
Yeah, but he got there before the ball. He made contact before the ball got there. Just pick up the flag. Yo, incomplete pass. Whoosh. Oh! Who's number 4 on the Chiefs? Whoosh. Oh, Rice. Okay, he just got hit. And the ball came out and they called it an incomplete pass. That looks like a catch and fumble if you ask me.
You see, I'm getting tired of this. I'm getting tired of this, man. I'm getting tired of this, y'all. I'm getting sick and tired of this. Oh my gosh. Hold on. You said Rashee Rice? I need to see this play.
Oh. Okay, Bears. DeAndre Swift with a 20-yard touchdown run. Okay, Bears, I see you. Caleb Williams wants some respect put on his name. And I think coming into the season, like I said, for the Bears, you now have a offensive-minded head coach. It needs to look better with Caleb and the rest of the team.
Yo, all I see over Twitter is they're saying that they're teeing off on Rashee Rice. I really need to see. I'm trying to find this play.
Oh, that was yeah, it just happened.
This is interesting. I need to see this play. People ain't uploading the clip online.
No!
What? All right, let's
Josh
see here.
Allen trying to run it.
God damn.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that was an incomplete pass though. He didn't even get a second step. Come on now. That's not a question. That was he got cracked. And then Travis Kelsey running up to him like, "Yo, you okay, dog? You good? You good, fella?"
That was big.
What does a loss to the Bills mean, Patriots wise?
Nothing. Means we split the season. We smacked y'all around the first time. You came here and did what you were supposed to do. We split. See you in the playoffs, maybe. Where we could decide who's the kings of the AFC. Oh my God.
All right. Back to our
Okay.
previous screen. Okay, so has Drake May done any game-winning drives this year?
I feel like he's played significantly better in the second halves of any games that they were down. I don't know if he's had any official game-winning drives, but today would be a great day to update your resume. So you know what? That's the nice thing about the NFL. Every week you have an opportunity to update your resume. Hey, Drake May, Josh Allen is one of the quarterbacks that you are the most compared to. You've seen what he did. They were sleeping in the first half. He's come out in the second half and looked like an entirely new man and brought the team all the way back. Not only brought them back, got his team the lead. You now have 10 minutes and 3 seconds. Show us what you can do. The Patriots need to come out and have a 6-7 minute drive that ends in a touchdown. I mean, they just dropped everyone in coverage and left Drake and left Josh Allen to, oh, look at all this room I got. Well, the Jamar Chase Joe Burrow connection's still working, but it's not turning into points.
It's not. The Bengals. Okay, so what should the Bengals do? What should the Bengals approach be?
Draft only on defense for next year. Step 6, 5 of them need to go on the defensive side of the ball. We'll let you have 2 on offense, and
Now
preferably
I'm gonna
lower.
play a little devil's advocate. Is there defensive reason they're only scoring 0 points right now?
No, but no, it's not.
So what do you got to do?
Oh, I still need to invest in the defense. I get it.
I don't give a damn. That defense still needs some pieces.
Listen, Trey Hendrickson,
he's gone.
Not gonna,
he's gone.
Yeah, that's it. And you're losing, what, 10, 12 sacks a year? You need to make that up. Yeah, you invest purely on defense, and you still got Burrow, you still got Chase. Who's the tight end down there? Gesicki. Not the greatest, but could still be productive. And I don't know what age their offensive line, like what shape they're in. Judging by the fact that Joe Flacco was able to come in and have a few pretty high yardage games, would tell you that they're at least functionable. Like they're serviceable. You can get something out of
them. Their offensive line is an issue. But they try. Ooh. They just don't. Honestly, you know what? I got a hot take. And this is mainly, I have this take because of my Steelers. It's not always offensive line that's bad. A lot of time, I believe 80% of the time, it's the offensive line coach.
Oh, damn.
Because there's no reason why an offensive lineman should be an All-Pro on one team, but not an All-Pro in another. Pro Bowl on one team, but not a Pro Bowl in another. They'd even go to the other team, and now all of a sudden they're not a Pro Bowler no more. You think they forgot? And they're in their prime?
That's because every team runs a different system. And so you're right. If I'm a Pro Bowler over here and I come over here,
And
what
I
are you asking me
lost
to do
it.
that's so different? That's okay. Let's go. 50, 40, 30. Yeah, buddy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm so sick of the Bills. It's just the Chiefs. They forgot the quarterback has legs and can run. Listen, they did a quarterback sneak with Pat Mahomes one time and have not done it again. Ever. That one time he got hurt. His kneecap or something. Oh my God. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
That's not Drake May though.
Respond.
That's not Drake May though.
Doesn't matter. That's how, as a team, you respond. Henderson, he's had a couple nice plays today.
This is what I want to
in the
understand.
offseason.
What in the offseason? You what?
I might get back on the bandwagon of move on from Ramondre Stevenson. And Drake May was running down the field blocking, okay? He was right down there at the 10-yard line blocking for his running back. So I don't want to hear that wasn't Drake May. Drake May.
You want to know something funny? I was looking at stuff and I was like, yo, I was at Dick's Sporting Goods and the Patriot jerseys, all of them were sold out. Except for Ramondre Stevenson. They had every Ramondre Stevenson jersey in there. Home, away, nor'easter, all of them.
Listen, there is no other player in the NFL that's made me look bad. Here I am. We're having a conversation. Oh, hey, listen, punishing players for fumbling. Oh, that's the past. That's the modern day. And then he goes out and fumbles the ball 2 or 3 times that day. You know what? Bring back punishment for fumbling.
Yo. You was on the emotional roller coaster that day. Literally, I didn't even make it home yet. And I was leaving because we recorded. I didn't even make it home yet. All I got is text from me like, you know what? I take it back.
Yeah. I can say I'm wrong. They should consider moving on from him. Maybe a change of scenery might help revive his career or something along those lines. I don't know.
Didn't he always have family issues? He always had family issues.
I feel like when he first came to the league, but then Belichick scared him to death and he stopped, and now he's back at it again.
Scared him to death? Is that the take?
Hey, do you want Belichick was notorious for you fumble the ball and you never get seen from or heard from ever again. He didn't play that.
Nah, I don't know what team would want him because he really does fumble too damn much. I heard that the Chargers are going to let go of Najee, though.
The Chargers are going to let him go?
Yeah. After the torn Achilles, they're just going to cut him.
Ooh, you know what? So, for example, we were talking about fixing the Chiefs. The Chiefs need to get a little lucky in the sense that you find players coming off of injury or players that are maybe on the back half of their career that are still willing to and want to play.
Yeah, but
load up on those type
they don't need back end of the career type players. They tried that with DeAndre Hopkins, remember?
Actually, the right players in the key positions.
Okay, but there's no back end running back that's going to help you do great.
Actually, in that standpoint, you're correct. Running back, you really need young, fresh legs all the time. I'm thinking of the Vrabel was part of the first 3 championships. There were some players, the Patriots, like who's the Rodney Harrison that the Chiefs can go out there and get, who maybe is a good player, but may not be working out where you're at, and that they can get and who's going to be a staple on that defense for the next, say, 3 to 5 years. They need those type players. They need to find a way to get themselves a Randy Moss-esque wide receiver who's somewhere and is performing but isn't necessarily the happiest, that if you put him with the Mahomes, oh boy, watch me go to work.
You want to know something? Michael Wilson on the Cardinals. But I don't think the Cardinals would let him go after everything that he's done when Marvin Harrison's been injured. The Chiefs would love to have T. Higgins. I don't know if they could afford him.
So I think
I don't know if they could afford him.
He would be a good example of, hey, you've made your money the past couple of years. If you're willing right now just to be on a actually competitive team, we've seen a lot of wide receivers do it before. We've watched the greatest player in Tom Brady just restructure his contract year in and year out just to be able to potentially still be competitive. Why not a wide receiver? Listen, T. Higgins, you've made your money, buddy. You've made your money. I'm not saying you don't need more, but landing on a team like the Chiefs, that would be perfect. You know that the team has a quarterback.
What's the team that got a running back that they can let go? Breece Hall. Breece Hall.
I would love to see Breece Hall in a similar role as a J.J. McCarthy on a competitive team, because I think that's where he would shine the most. He's not purely a runner.
Whoa. You said Breece Hall, similar role as J.J. McCarthy.
I'm sorry. 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
McCaffrey. Jesus. J.J. McCaffrey.
I'm like, wait.
Yeah, as Christian McCaffrey. No. You put him in a role like that where, hey, he's on a really good team. He doesn't have to run between the tackles 25 times a game. He can get some plays from the passing game. That's where you would maximize him as an asset for the team.
But, okay, I can see that.
The question is, which team? For example, if you put Breece Hall on the Chiefs, and granted, he would never end up on the Chiefs, but if you put Breece Hall on the Chiefs, that's perfect for him. He's not being asked to carry the offense. He can be productive in both the ground game and provide an outlet in the receiving game. He would turn into the modern day Kevin Falk, a jack of all trades, master of none. I'm just going to go out there and get first downs every time you guys need it, whether it be by running it
for him. The Chiefs tried trading for Breece Hall, but the Jets were asking for too much. Oh, Max is actually saying T. Higgins hasn't made enough money to come take a discount.
Yeah, Max, but what's the going rate for a top tier wide receiver right now? 20, 30 million? What isn't that
30.
What Metcalf or one
30.
of those guys? 30. Is he going to get 30 million in the open market?
No. T. Higgins will not get 30.
So he'll probably be in the offseason looking for 4 for 120. 4 for 120 or 120 to 150 with 100 of that fully guaranteed.
But 4 for 120 will be 30 mil. I think that'd be more than. I don't think he can get that much. Hold on.
We may not view him as a number one. He views himself as a number one. And based on the fact that he was franchise tagged and probably making that amount this year in that vicinity.
Oh, yeah, no, he will get about 30. He will get about 30. He's just not going to get more than Justin Jefferson. I just wanted to make sure. Justin Jefferson's at 35.
So he'll get 4 years, 120 to 150 with 100 of that guaranteed. How old is he?
He's 27, gonna be 27.
Oh, he's going to be 27. Oh, damn. All right, I see what you're saying, Max. If he was 28, 29, maybe we could start having those discussions of, okay, hey, backside of your career, let's go play with Pat. See if we can't get a Super Bowl.
Damn it. You know what? Hold on. Max just brought up a good point. The only quarterback that's going to pass Justin Jefferson on contract is going to be Puka Nacua. Let's confirm that. Well, wait. Yeah. What about JSN? What about JSN, Max? JSN, I think he's been.
Oh, they're gonna want to keep him.
Yeah, he might get paid more than that. George Pickens.
Let's calm down.
Okay, let's talk about George Pickens. Let's talk about George Pickens. Let's talk about George Pickens. Let's talk about the wide receiver. If the Steelers give you up, there's a reason why we gave you up. We drafted you because you're talented. We gave you up because we can't stand you.
CD missed a couple of games. Oh, no. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, CD missed 3 games this year. So George Pickens had an opportunity to eat more than he probably traditionally would have.
He balled out.
He
balled out.
14 targets, no complaints. He's got 8 touchdowns. Shout out to him. However, we have the tape on you, buddy. This is not how you normally play and perform. So I'm cool with you getting paid. Oh, man, they scored?
Did they? Oh, my God. James Cook.
I don't know if it's going to be in the 30+ million range.
Okay, but here's the thing. His numbers that he put up warrants that. It did. The issue is it's off the field stuff. Or not off the field. It's the attitude on the field. Was it last week when him and Richard Sherman had that spat going back and forth?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I showed you that. Okay, so he's saying Pickens is not. Pickens is going to get the bag. He is going to get the bag, though. His numbers were legit. His talent is undeniable.
No. Hey, this is the first year he's caught more than 63 balls.
Yeah, it's also the first year he's actually had a top 7 quarterback.
He's gotten the targets over the past 2 years in 23 and 24, and he didn't produce this way.
How many targets did he get in 22 and 23 and 24?
In 23, he got 106 targets and only made 63 catches. In 24, he got 103 targets and made 59 catches. So he's catching more than 50% of the 114.
Okay, and the season's not even over. So he did not get the targets. If he's just getting 100 targets, it's not a lot for a wide receiver.
You don't think 100 targets is a lot for a wide receiver? That's nearly 7 a game?
No, that's less than 7 a game. Hold on. 100 targets divided by 17 games. It's 5 targets a game. He is not. I can tell you right now, it's been a run-first team, and he has not, on the Steelers, he has not gotten the number of targets that warrants a number 1 wide receiver. I really hate to sound like I'm defending Pickens right now. The main issue with Pickens is literally what happened last week, where everyone who had eyeballs could see he gave up mid-game. And mind you, that was the game where CD got hurt and was out. And if anything, they're going to need you to ball out. And that was the moment that you're going to sit here pouting because you dropped a pass. I don't know if you remember, but back when the Steelers were on Hard Knocks, Pickens had a drop. And Mike Tomlin went up to him and was like, yo, I need you. I need you. Stay with me here. I need you. Looked him in the eye, grabbed him by the face mask. I need you. Don't let that happen. Don't forget that. I'm going to need you this game. Do not give up. And then George Pickens actually was able to get out of his head. The one thing about George Pickens has been the question about his mentality. Okay? And
That being said, if he has questions about his mentality, is this the is this the player that you now want to give 30 or more $1 million a year to come and be your number one wide receiver?
If I'm not mistaken, he what is he doing right now? Let me see something here. If I'm not mistaken, he is number 3 in receiving yards this year. And he is number 5 in touchdowns.
This year, with Dak Prescott throwing him the ball. Let's remove Dak. Let's say who's a team that we could drop him on real quick? Okay, let's say the. Oh no, because Baker Mayfield will get him the ball for sure.
If Mike Evans was out, then yeah, no.
Well,
hold on, who?
Yeah, they're gonna have to start planning the succession plan here.
But Baker's gonna get him the ball. He's gonna pepper him with targets.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If you put him in Tampa Bay, Baker's already got the gunslinger mentality. Damn it. Hold on, are we in field goal
Baker's not worth
already?
30. Come on, boys. The only reason he's number 3 and 5 in yards is because CD's been missing a lot of games. CD missed 3 games. 3 games. That's all CD missed.
Yes, but now when CD's on the field and playing, though, he draws more attention, which opens it up for Pickens.
Okay, but during those 3 game spans, he was balling. It's not like he was like insignificant during those 3 games. No, he balled. Hold on. Let me see what games those were. And also,
I want to know.
Dak is the quarterback you want if you're a wide receiver. Yes, you're right. You're completely right. But you only sign a wide receiver to that contract if you have a quarterback that's going to get him the ball. You don't sign a wide receiver to a crazy contract if you don't have someone that can get him the ball. That's just the truth.
Catch the ball, Austin Hooper.
I gotta see this play. That was not the best of throws, though. That was not the best of throws, though. That was a little bit behind him.
It hit him in his hands. He should have come down with it. Come on.
I don't think it did touch his hands. It didn't look like it did. All right, let me see the replay.
Slow motion. Yeah, right through his hands. I don't know. Oh, great. Yep. So now down 4, kicking the ball to them, which means that we need to stop. And it's going to be hard as hell because Josh Allen is deciding to run around today. All right. So you know what? It's not impossible. It's looking less possible.
It's not impossible. It's just looking less possible.
Hey, they had an 87% chance of winning this game going into the half.
Wait, why am I about to lose in La Liga? Yo, hold on. I'm sorry. Damn it, I'm facing James Cook in fantasy playoffs. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. And I got Trey McBride. Ooh, Trey McBride balling.
Hey, only 1,000-yard tight end this year.
Why is Quentin Johnson out? Quentin Johnson didn't play today? Oh, jeez. And Isaiah Likey did not do anything today.
He's not valued much by the Ravens if I had to judge by the fact that when you play Madden, they will give him to you for 3rd, 4th, 5th round.
But that's Madden. That's Madden. We can't base it off of Madden. I can't lose, bro. Yo, come back. Trey McBride get another touchdown. Woody Marks get another touchdown. Somebody. Cleveland, score some points.
No. That's not what Cleveland's doing today. The Chargers are up 16-13 and just picked off Mahomes. Yeah, Mahomes doesn't look too happy. Not at all.
Because right now he's seeing his playoff window close. Okay, but that's not what I came in here for. I came in here to give you guys Pickens' stat line during the 3 games that dude was out. So wait, what games was CeeDee Lamb out again? Hold on 1 second as I pull up the stats. Oh my gosh, my phone is so stupid. Okay. He missed week 4, 5, and 6. All right, week 4, 5, and 6. George Pickens in week 4. Why is it? Okay, week 4. George Pickens, 8 catches, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Against who?
Green Bay.
Okay, respectable.
Week 5. 2 catches, 57 yards, 1 touchdown. Against the Jets.
Against? Unacceptable. You got to do better against the Jets. But go
ahead. Week 6, he had 9 catches, 11 targets, 9 catches for 168 yards and a touchdown. Panthers.
9 catches. Yeah. Okay, see how he just dominated the Panthers? That's what he should be doing against the Jets as well.
So out of 3 games, he had 2 great games and 1 mediocre game.
Against crappy teams. Just that's what you're supposed to
do.
The
Packers? Our Super Bowl favorites, the Packers.
Minus the Packers. It was the Jets and the Panthers that he had those big numbers against. The Packers game, that's impressive. The other 2 games, one he really did really well in, and one just the way you dominated the Panthers is how you're supposed to dominate the Jets.
If I'm not mistaken, did they not lose that game? I can't tell. But anyway.
Yes.
So
let's go. 4th down.
Oh, you bastard, Max. Damn. Okay, so I'm facing James Cook in a fantasy football league for the playoffs. I traded for Jahmyr Gibbs and got Jahmyr Gibbs. He traded the other person, James Cook. And now James Cook is the reason I'm losing.
You know what? Max is out here pulling the strings behind the scenes.
Nah, don't give him that credit.
Listen, he gave both of you. Listen, you guys are facing off this weekend. Like, yo, guys, I got you here. Thank me later.
Yo, I need Jahmyr Gibbs to go off today to offset James Cook. Like Trey McBride offset James Cook, but I need more because the Bears defense got 30 points. That's crazy work.
All right. We got to stop. We need the ball back. All right. 3 minutes. Yo, Drake May, here's a chance for you to update your resume. We were just talking about updating your resumes every single week. And damn, the Jaguars are 48. That's a Madden game on rookie. 48-20. Not even rookie. Beginner.
Yo.
All right. Great. 4th quarter. Ball on the 16-yard line. This is what every single quarterback should be dreaming about.
The game-winning drive.
I'm down 35. Yeah. 35-31. Here's the ball. Go win us the game.
Okay, here's another quick. I want to read you a stat line. Want to hear the stat line? Oh, my God. And I told Jeannie to start Trevor Lawrence against me. I didn't realize he was playing against me. Trevor Lawrence, 20 for 32, 330 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Oh, damn. See, when he came in the league, this is what we thought we were going to get week in and week out. Just because he
5 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing.
Yeah, maybe not 5, maybe 3 and 1 rushing, but hey, it still works.
Yo, I'm gonna tell Jeannie, you're welcome.
Yo, doesn't it suck when you can give other people advice that works out and you sitting here like, what am I doing wrong?
Yo, he got 44 points in fantasy. Take him out the game. Just take him out the game, please. Don't let the score beat down be even worse than it already is.
Okay, out of bounds. The clock doesn't stop.
It'll stop now.
Third down. Jeez, come on, Pats.
Oh, he wasn't out of bounds. He was down in bounds.
It's cool. We need a damn. The problem is we need a touchdown, not a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
For a team like the Patriots, given what they've done this year, how you lose is important.
If you're losing by less than a touchdown, my question to you is, how confident are you they could drive down the field and get the touchdown?
I'm confident they could do it. It's will they
Let
be
me
able
give you
to.
Another piece of thing. This half, the second half, the only score they got is the Travion Henderson 60-yard run.
Yeah. Hey, no time like the present to settle down and get the offense humming and rolling. They were doing it for most of the game. Oh, the Texans smacking the Cardinals around too, 40-20. They were doing it for most of the game, and so they just got to kind of settle down and get it done again. One last time. Oh, Sports Illustrated voted Larry Fitzgerald as the top 40-plus-year-old player that we would like to see back right now since Phillip Rivers came back this week. Everyone else they had on the list just didn't quite make sense.
They didn't want to see Tom Brady?
Actually, surprisingly, I didn't see his name on the list. I think that people are sick of Tom Brady. Oh, get back to the game. So a lot of blowouts. The Chiefs, it's still not completely over for them. They got the ball down 3. The Patriots and the Chiefs game are the only 2 games that. Oh, okay. And the Giants and Commanders. No, Commanders got the ball though. Giants down 8. Oh, look at Phillip Rivers looking like a linebacker.
Wait, the game didn't start yet, did it?
No, he's got the afternoon slot.
Oh, okay. Trey McBride. Oh, I gotta face Trey McBride next week in fantasy.
What the hell was that?
What? You're ahead of me.
Trey. What?
Let's see what happens here.
Man.
That was a throwaway. 4th and 5. What you gonna do? So with this game right here, and seeing this, I don't want to call it a collapse, but for lack of better terms, a collapse. Does this give you any pause for concern come playoff time?
Yes. And no, listen, we need the team to go through some of these hard losses or these tough situations. You would hope that they come out on top. Today is going to be one of those lessons of, hey, when you get up 24-10 on a team like the Bills, you can't give them any hope or any opportunities. You have to keep your foot on their throat and put the game away because
honestly,
look what happened.
Other than the one busted coverage, you haven't scored any points, and I don't even know if you marched down the field. You haven't marched down the field at all this whole second half.
Second half. Nope, absolutely. So these are the little things that a young quarterback needs to learn, needs to understand. Um, you just, again, you can't, you got to keep them down, keep your foot on their throat. I mean, you split with them, you should technically still finish with a better record within them, subject to what happens going for the last couple of games here.
Hopefully, the defense can do something right here.
Not when you have James Cook and Josh Allen on the other side of the ball, because it's a pick your poison. They're gonna give it to Cook or Allen. Even if you get coverage down the field, he'll take off and pick up the first, because all they need is one first. Yeah, when you pick up 6 yards on your first run play, it doesn't help.
Because if you hold them to, like you said, you hold them to a field goal, it's still a touchdown game, so nothing changes.
Good news is they had 3 timeouts, but they really need to stop this first down here. And Allen is the wild card.
Right now, if you're the Bills, are you saying don't score, just get the first down, or are you saying score? You say score, right?
If you can score, always go for the score.
No, that's not what they always say. They say sometimes it's better to like kneel the ball at the goal line.
All right, game, if I can get clock. 7. Oh.
If you're the Bills, 4th down, do you go for it or do you actually kick the field goal?
Oh, Giants recover a fumble? Oh. If I'm the Bills, do I what?
What about the Giants?
The Giants look like they just recovered a fumble and lateraled it backwards.
The Giants?
Yeah, the Giants against the Commanders. Unless that was a play from earlier. I'm on red zone, so it just
okay.
It looked like the Commanders fumbled.
Yeah, they
picked
did.
It up and started running.
Dang, they did a double lateral.
That's what caught my attention. Like, wait, what is going on? Is this the end of the game?
So hold on. Do you go for the field goal or do you go for the? Oh no, never mind.
They got the first. This is cool. Listen. Salute to you, Bills. We split with you. We'll see you in the playoffs.
Maybe not.
Because the come out here and dominate. They came out and just made more plays in the second half. And those are things that I think you can coach a team to correct and fix. Like, guys, like you said, the only time they drove the field was during that big play. Other than that, they haven't done anything in the second half. And that's weird because all season long, the Pats have been a pretty good, in my opinion, second half team.
They have been.
Hey, you know what? I'll take it, though. 10 wins in a row. I will take a loss now as opposed to in a few weeks. Let's get this loss. Let's get angry. Let's lock back in and focus. The Giants have.
Are you convincing yourself or the team?
No, me. Listen, what did I say? Hey, both the Broncos and Patriots, I'm kind of worried. They've got 10 consecutive wins in a row. Something's got to give. You don't want them losing too late in the season. I think a loss right now, week 15, perfect. Lose right now, better now than any later into the season. We're going to need the next couple of weeks to get momentum back and bring that momentum with us into the playoffs, whether we're the number 1 or 2 seed, whatever.
All right, so the last topic I want to talk about today before we get off is the conversation of tanking. And this works really great because it looks like the Giants are about to run down the field and try to score. Tanking, yes, no, maybe so.
How does the lottery work with the? It's not a lottery. It's not like basketball. They just assign the team with the worst record.
NFL,
the highest draft
yeah,
pick.
Yeah. It's reverse order of standings.
Good question. Good question. Good question.
Because look at the Browns. They want to tank, don't they? Giants, shouldn't they want to tank?
Wow. So you're thinking they should tank to speed up their process because it looks like both of those teams, let's say the Browns are reasonably happy with Shador and what he's doing. Well, not today, but let's say they want to give him a full look. You would
Let's see.
try season so that you can hopefully get some better players next year.
Ooh, Shador had 3 interceptions today. That's not good. I think fans are okay with tanking. If I'm a fan base and it's like, oh, we're tanking for this, all right, cool. I'm cool with that. I know it doesn't do well for the optics of the game to know, and the players who are playing, any play could be their last play. Look at Ryan Shazier. You know what I mean? I don't think the NFL has a tanking issue, but I do think the NFL has a problem with they have organization issues.
Okay, you know what? There's my stance on tanking. Tanking in the NFL isn't like tanking in the NBA.
Oh no! Is that Mahomes?
Patty Mahomes.
No. Hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt. They tackled him and
no, I think
him down.
He's
holding his. No, don't say that.
I need a replay.
Tripped up. He twisted his leg. He fell. He didn't look like he landed that hard on it.
And
he wasn't even holding him.
It buckled. Yeah, I know. When he took that step, it was a bad step, and then he hyperextended it.
Oh, wow. Well, hey, today the Chiefs were officially out of the playoffs anyway because all they had to do was lose, and the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville win, which they both did. So bye-bye, Chiefs.
But no, there was one more. There was 4 things that need to happen. Those 4 things. What was the 4?
They needed to lose, and then the Jacksonville and Houston, 2 of 3 teams needed to get wins. Jacksonville, Houston, and I forget who the third was. Oh, he's walking off the field. Okay, so which fits perfectly into our tanking conversation. Guess what, Chiefs? Patrick Mahomes should not see the field for the rest of the season. You send Gardner Minshew out there and let him do whatever for the last couple of games. You improve your position, say from 17-16 to 12-13, and you speed up your improvement process.
Okay, so the 4 things that need to happen for the Chiefs to get eliminated: Bills win, Jaguars win, Texans win. All 3 happened. The last thing that needs to happen is for the Chiefs to lose this game, and with no Mahomes.
Oh, 13. Wow, what if Gardner Minshew comes off the bench and leads the Chiefs to a victory?
The Chargers should just pack it in at that point. At that point, I want to face the Chargers first round in the playoffs. Ooh. Oh, I'm home tomorrow. I could watch first things first. That's going to be great.
Travis Kelce. Oh, no, hold on. That was a 1-yard catch.
That wasn't a 1-yard catch.
Oh, okay. It wasn't. What?
Oh, it was a 1st and long.
Oh, my goodness. Oh. Okay. They're about 2 yards away from getting in the field goal range. Actually, you know what? Gardner Minshew should be able to quarterback a winning drive.
I feel like he kind of got the short end of the stick. I don't know if it was just a hyperextension. That first step, it buckled. That first step, it buckled, Max, and that's why I'm like, ooh, that's kind of scary. Second, I feel like Gardner Mitchell got the short end of the stick in Jacksonville. He was decent when he was starting.
Yeah, he does not look like the face of an NFL franchise.
Listen,
he's got a porn star.
The hair will carry you or hold you back. Ooh, and there's the field goal range. How crazy would it be they make the overtime and then Mahomes comes out in overtime like, I got this, guys. I'm back.
Listen, if that happens, put all your money on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. That would re-energize the entire base.
What do you mean, like the red sock for Kurt Schilling or Paul Pierce who need to go take a dump?
Have him come out with a little blood on his kneecap. They're like, hey, I just had to pop my knee. Let's go, guys.
Yo, to this day, Paul Pierce talking about, man, I just need to take a shit. I couldn't go there like freely. I had to do something. So wheelchair. I had the bubble guts. Okay, let's take this. Yeah, let's say if the Chiefs don't win this, or if Butker misses this kick, right? You shut down Mahomes. Do you officially tank? You tank for the rest of the season to improve your draft pick?
Yes,
but Vegas is not gonna like that. The NFL is not gonna like that. Yeah, look at that. Mahomes getting help to the locker room. He can't even walk to the locker room by himself.
Yeah. Watching, you know what? He walked on the field by himself, but if he's getting escorted in the back, sit him for the rest of the season. You have way too much at stake to potentially. You're out of the playoff picture. There's nothing for him to prove.
Well, no, you're out if you lose. You're out if you lose.
Oh, damn, right? I'm sitting here talking about them like they've already lost.
It's only a field goal range. It's a field goal from overtime.
Which they're already in field goal range, so. Mm-hmm. But you have not moved. And honestly, based on how the season has gone, Mahomes is injured at this point. He's injured.
Max is saying Paul Pierce never should have came clean about having to go take a dump.
Why? That's real. He has to come up with a...
You know that whole Dave Chappelle skit where keeping it real goes wrong? Paul Pierce is literally the personification of that. When keeping it real goes wrong. Remember when he was with ESPN and he had the strippers and was smoking weed and he's like, well, I was just chilling. I'm just keeping it real. This is what niggas really do.
Awesome.
When keeping it real goes wrong. And it's intercepted. Oh my. They lost.
Oh my.
The Chiefs are now eliminated from playoff contention.
Wow.
All right, guys. I'm about to wrap it up. I got my delivery here. Game's over.
Listen, thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, tell somebody about us. We'll see y'all next week.
I'm out.